Welcome to Constructive Outrage, episode Jordan 23. More Sidekicks. And helping me with the show today, we got Critical Mass in the house tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, Shane is on assignment, but we have to have another Canadian because Canadians make the world go round. Welcome, the Everyday Collectors in the house tonight. Give it up, give it up, give it up. And ladies and gentlemen, glad to have you here. And you know how it is. Darth RASHEEEEEEED will be here as soon as he get from work and get settled. We have a show for you tonight. Now, first of all, how everybody doing today?
Great.
Great. That's what I like to hear.
For a Wednesday, fantastic.
We're great.
Ooh, that's some Tony you're Tony the
That's some
Tiger
Tony the
great
Tiger
today.
Yes, because I'm gonna say this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
When I leave home, I always try to be in a positive frame of mind because we all know you're gonna run into bullshit at work and people and co-workers, people cutting you off on the road. So I try to start up here positivity.
Yeah.
So if things go bad, I'll go down a little bit. But you know, when you wake up and you down here. And stuff happens, you be way down there.
No, that's why you gotta. I think that's the right mentality to have. You just start up here, and hopefully you could get down to a place where you're still above average.
Yeah.
But if you have to go down this far, that's the kill room status. You don't want to end up in the kill. Oh, we shouldn't say kill room on air. You don't want to end up in the danger room, folks. Bad things happen in the danger room. But yeah, man. Some interesting stuff's happening in the community. I was trying to find pictures for today's show, and there's not a lot out there. There's not a lot popping up.
No, there's not.
So
people are not spending money right now.
I don't know if they're not spending money or it's just at the point everybody had their Comic Cons. Now it's up to them. The companies are now cooking. You know what I mean? They got to get these pieces out. And so I think right now it's like they announced the stuff that is coming out, and now it's just a matter of that wait so we can start getting these pieces. I know soon the Hulk is going to be dropping, LBS Hulk. That's going to be exciting when that drops. And then, but right now, you know, you got the PCS, talk at the Maximum Carnage, so that's good. That is dated and ready for pre-order. And, you know, so like there's still stuff that is cooking. It's just the excitement part of the year. I feel like it's earlier, and that was the part where they're in there cooking, they're making the stuff, and we'll wait for the next turn.
The secret sauce.
I noticed some stuff with Everyday Collector over at the Everyday Collector Facebook group. There was some images of a Gandalf. I pulled that, and we could talk about that a little bit. I don't have too much context of it, but I was like, okay. This one looks better than the other, but I don't know which one was which, so we could talk a little bit about that.
For sure.
But our main topic is with Prime 1 actually delivering on an Alfred that anybody could buy. The Alfred is 1/3, and not necessarily want to talk about should it have been included, because I think we already had those discussions. More about do we want to see more of these pieces? Like, you know, everyone has their Batmans, they have their Iron Mans. Do they want Jarvises? Do they want Alfreds? Is this something that people want, or is it just, you know, we could start like, if I am a big Batman fan, but I'm not actively collecting it like right now. But if I did, I would be all over that Alfred. Like to just have the Alfred. I wouldn't just get the Alfred with no Batman. You know,
that's the problem.
That's good. If I'm like, yo, I want But Batman, but we could talk all about that. Let's first say what's up to the people.
Yeah, who's down with us?
Homie Pudgy. Let's see who is down with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all could have been anywhere this evening, but y'all chose to be with us, and we much appreciate it. Cause Edwin Diaz is down with us. Your Vision down with us. Alan Kiefer down with us. Ledge down with us. Anthony Kennedy is down with us. Road Dog is down with us. It's Me Evan is down with us. Jesse Hernandez is down with us. Michael Raven is down with us. Critical Mass is down with us. Shane the Dark Lord is down with us. Shane, wherever you at, I hope you're enjoying your vacation and taking time off of the devices. Atticus is down with us. And Figure Kong Pop is down with us. Thank you guys for being here tonight. And it's just cool to be hanging out, so we could get right into that topic. Alfred, Sidekick, side pieces, critical mass. Would you like more companies to do some more side pieces for some of your main characters that you have? Oh, I forgot. Cosmic Galaxy is down with us, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it would be nice.
If so,
I had well, actually, they've already done them when they did Civil War, when they did Bucky, and they did the Falcon and Iron Studios, but then they did it again with the that new Iron Studios. Was he Captain now? The Falcon, he's taking on the mantle.
Oh,
so
no. See, like when I think back, like Alfred comes to mind. That's like such a huge win, I think. But I'm trying to think back and see if there's any more obscure ones like
Robin.
that I would want. I would love a computer.
We already got a Robin.
Teletran 1.
From Prime?
Teletran 1 is just pretty much their computer that, that's how they actually made the Dinobots originally.
I'd like a Robin from Prime.
A Robin from Prime. Like, that's the thing. I'm trying to think. There's only a Nightwing. There is
Nightwing,
no Robin that's not
they did the
Samurai.
Arkham. They did the Arkham a few years back, Robin.
They did the Arkham, right?
That one doesn't count.
Yeah. So which one? You want a quarter scale, John?
I wouldn't mind in third.
You didn't care. You didn't care for that particular Robin.
The gaming one, no.
With the buzz cut.
With the buzz cut, yeah. I want more comic personally, but Sideshow actually did a really good one in quarter.
Yeah. I like that one, and I actually would have bought that one, but when that came out, I already had the Samurai Robin on PO.
That's a nice one too.
And I had already put money down on it, so I said, well, the room ain't that big, and there's some things I just don't need to double up on, so I said, sorry, Robin, even though that one had a small footprint too.
Yeah. It was pretty cool, that one.
Batman is...
Wow. Get him out of here.
Batman is Superman's sidekick in the Justice League. He's his bat bitch. The opinion of Shane the Dark Lord, ladies and gentlemen.
Savage.
Yeah, Anthony Kennedy said, side pieces are good to... Oh, statue side pieces. My bad. No, but... yeah, I was trying to sit and think. It was just sort of like... There's not many. You would think there's a whole bunch, like a lot of side pieces. Now I'm saying side
yeah. It's
sidekicks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. Trying to think of some that I would want. No, I think it's like Alfred would be the only one. If I was
and when I think, and now that I think about when we talk about sidekicks. That's more of a DC thing. Marvel didn't have a whole lot of sidekicks.
Yeah.
But I would think, what's that? Okay, Green Arrow sidekick, Arsenal. He well, he was called Speedy at one time, and then he broke away when it was Teen Titans, and he called himself Arsenal. That might be a cool one because they drew
like would there be?
They drew him real nice in the comic.
I'm wondering if there would be any like see, and the thing is like, if you say some more like, would you like to see more obscure pieces? I don't know if people really want to. There's a few that, of course, you would want to see, but like, I don't know nothing about Blue Beetle. They came out with a Blue Beetle, but it doesn't do anything.
I know nothing.
You don't want a third scale Wonder Twins?
Wonder Twins, like, I used to love the Wonder Twins, like the whole Justice League back in the day, right? So I can see if I was like super collector DC and I had the room that I would want to get I would want to get the freaky Wonder Twins.
Iron Studios did a nice 1/10.
Yeah, they did. It was real good.
I might just look and see how that one came out because
it came out really good. It looked like it popped right out of the cartoon. I remember that Saturday morning cartoon.
Be the perfect scale for them. Do you really need 1/3?
I think.
Imagine a 1/3 Wonder Twins.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. No, I don't think you need that. What's up, Terry? Terry's in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
It would be interesting. Very curvy. Hey, what about Spider-Man's? This is for you, Sam. Remember Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends?
Oh my goodness!
Starfire was a sidekick.
Firestar, baby. Firestar.
She's a sidekick.
No. If anything, Spider-Man was the sidekick in that group. He was the only one that had to like go to his backpack and hide and put these fools just like flamed on.
I love that show.
Freaking ice. No, it's one of my favorite shows. Like that one heavily impacted my love of Spider-Man and X-Men. Like, because when I found out later, Bobby Drake, Iceman, was an X-Men after that show, Spider-Man and Afraid of Friends. And then there was a show, it could have been that same show where Wolverine and the X-Men showed up. And I was like, there's a bunch of people with powers. And like to me, I was like, that was crazy because it was like, yo, Firestar and Iceman was dope. And I like, Spider-Man was cool, but for me, he was like, I grew to love Spider-Man later with the Todd McFarlane run, but I always liked Spider-Man, but I loved Iceman during that time, man.
Iceman. Yeah, I always try to think, who did I like first, Batman or Spider-Man? Because they both came out, as far as when I start paying attention to them, pretty much around the same time. I just remember when Batman used to go off after school and we would all grab our mother's bath towels and wrap it around our neck and jump off the porch and say, I'm Batman. But then
we only advise that if you're ground level, kids. Ground level.
Only ground level. Children, do not jump off your mother's porch because Critical Mass said so. Critical Mass jumped off his mother's porch. Do not do this.
Don't jump. No.
Do not jump off the porch. I did that. Evil Knievel made me jump my BMX bikes over all kind of crazy shit. I still got the scars.
Do you guys remember Spider-Man from the Electric Company?
Yes, I do. With the tiny eyes.
John,
with the cat eyes.
I don't know, no.
Oh, no, I got to find this right now.
Let me see if
with the cat eyes. He never spoke.
Let's see. Let me see if I can share this real quick.
I do. and he had a TV show for a minute. I think it was on CBS.
That theme song was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. No. When was this? This was before my time, maybe.
The Electric Company.
You know who you are.
Spidey meets the spoiler.
It's a spoiler.
Jesus Christ.
He was Friendly Neighborhood.
That's crazy.
Swallow the rubber gum,
Wow.
Spider-Man.
See, kids don't get this nowadays, man. It's what the world's missing.
The spoiler. Look at the spoiler, yo.
What the symbols look.
Hey, this was high end back in the day. You got to remember, this is 1970 something. So,
Wow.
that's why like I said, the old '66 Batman TV show. I know it's all campy and goofy looking, but when I was a kid back in the '70s and '60s, that was the shit.
Oh man, yo, does the S in spoiler stand for hope? No, son. But yeah, no, like that. It's
Maybe.
crazy the way these licenses went down. But yeah, man, like I'm gonna bring let me see here. I'm gonna bring up some pictures of the Alfred, yo. So John, are you getting this Alfred?
I haven't pulled the trigger yet. I was really hoping he was going to be in third scale, to be honest. But
Oh, he's not. Oh yeah, that's right. He's in fourth scale.
I think he's
to
fourth,
He
yeah.
matches the tactical.
It would have to be that. That would be huge. A tactical.
but still, he's on. I'd like to grab him because I like it a lot. I think I tried to get the shipping quote and it was like $280, which is not fun. But I'm not a fan of ordering directly from Prime One, to be honest. I just worry doing that.
I've only ordered from them once and it was pretty good.
It was good. Okay.
Yeah, because what it was, they had that Golden Week, and I was watching that a couple of things on there for a while, and
That R. Kelly discount. You got that R.
yeah,
Kelly
the R. Kelly. I got the R. Kelly discount under the table, and I put it on the slow boat. So R. Kelly came on the slow boat, and shipping was only $69. Hey, funny, it was $69. I kid you not.
$69.
$69 shipping for the R. Kelly Golden Week.
Your vision says, IPO the Alfred when the PO opened. I wanted the bonus. That's the only reason I PO from Prime One site. I'm really hoping they don't. What? I'm really hoping they don't plan.
They don't plan to come out with the black version.
The black version.
Oh,
okay. Got you. It was a to be continued.
does that mean Alfred's going to come out of blackface?
Wow. See, for me, this Alfred would pair very well with the quarter scale Hush.
Ooh. Man, that quarter scale line, I think is going to blow up. Like
If they ever bring it to market. I'm shocked it hasn't been here. It hasn't been brought to market yet.
Yeah, you would think that, okay, I don't pretend to know what goes into making all of this stuff, but you would think that it's something that they already, I don't know, it's probably a factory limitation or something, because it's like, we already know how to do these hushes. We just got to shrink them. In my simple mind, that's all you need to do, but there's probably a lot more to go into just bringing it out.
1/3, 1/4. 1/3, 1/4.
I'm surprised it's not gone already, to be frank, at that price point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a pretty good price. Was it 600? How much was that?
Black version is holding the black bat suit, not the character mark. Matt. Come on, buddy.
Let's see here.
For sure. I don't know. It will depend on how it sells, but with Prime One's history, they've always brought the variant colors, so.
Man, for now, there are two things that I'm looking forward to the most right now. And I don't know, my goal right now is like, I've been thinking with my X-Men side of the room, I was wondering if I, not to get rid of my X-Men, but I was wondering if I shift them a little, if I'm able to get more Transformers over there. Because I kind of want to get Megatron and Optimus over there to have it sort of like be like when you first walk in, it's like the original, the OGs, and on this side would be the Galvatron and the Rodimus, like the new. But I think for two pieces, I have to give up too many X-Men to make that happen. So that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. I don't know. I'm gonna have to consult Shane when he's off. I was gonna text him, but I'm like, nah, he's on vacation.
Yeah, he's on special
I was able to
vacation
get
assignment.
You can always put the
Might be able
TV,
to
get a
do it.
projector, and have it come from the ceiling, so you don't have to worry.
John, leave that man's TV alone.
Sorry.
Look, this is me. Leave his TV alone.
TV
Leave
alone.
Sam's TV alone.
Jeez.
There you go.
Me and Sam, we have a kinship when it comes to electronics, and the TV must stay.
No, I'm telling you, man, that Baldur's Gate 3s, for all of those people who didn't play Baldur's Gate 3 yet, because it's only on PC, it comes to PlayStation 5 next week, I believe, September 6th. Get that game if you're into video games at all. If you're not into video games, don't worry about it. Ignore what I'm saying. But if you into it, that game is crazy. That game is crazy. I can't say enough good things about it. Matt said, thanks for the clarification. I only saw him holding the tea tray. Yeah, this food comes with a bunch of stuff. I could go through the pictures. Let's see.
I wouldn't trust Shane's, after that Batman comment, I wouldn't trust Shane's opinion.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Little teapot, short and stout.
No, he comes with Matt. The bonus is him holding the cape.
Mm-hmm. There it is. 500 pieces. Is that low enough for you guys?
Yes, that's a pretty good. Yes, considering it's the only Alfred we have licensed.
That should make Fatal happy.
But so this will put
It's really good, Jerry.
if you pick up the ultimate version of the throne with this Alfred, you're looking at over 3,200 then.
I know. That thing is let's be real. That whole kit is designed to be displayed in its ultimate glory with this Alfred and everything, right?
Of course, yeah.
To get that, it's separate, but it's the same. That's a 3,200 1/4 piece.
You got to be hardcore.
Well, it's like Maestro, right? How much was he? I don't know how much he was, but
Hey, it's 3,500.
yeah. See, it's
Yeah.
You got to really love the character.
you gotta
You gotta really love it. But yeah, so that's
What's that say? You got to want this life.
ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your president, my president of the statue community, Darth RASHEEEEEEED in the house tonight. What up, Darth?
Welcome back.
What's going on, Rasheed?
What's up? What's going on, fellas?
Chilling.
You know,
homie.
it's all good.
Going through these pictures. Now that you're here.
He ordered me one apparently.
Oh, he ordered you an Alfred?
I think so.
For
Yeah,
me?
that was kind of you, Rashid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
birthday's coming up. So.
Brothers don't. Oh, you got a birthday
He's a
coming
good
up?
guy.
Because
No,
I think
no,
we
it's
might.
still next year.
But he still sent it.
Do we
Yeah.
share the same month? My birthday's in September.
No, I'm in
Okay.
March.
Nah, just had a birthday.
So y'all talking about the Alfred?
Yeah.
We talk about the
Hey, yeah.
Alfred.
Is he
500
coming home,
pieces.
Huh?
Is Alfred coming home to your home?
I'm not. I may have to pass, bro. I'm really trying to chill. I just had to get another storage unit and a smaller one.
Mhm.
But I mean, I really want this piece, but I mean, like I said, if I could get rid of, I got the Batwing I'm still paying for. You know, if I had known this piece was gonna come out in that slave one, I would have passed on the Batwing.
Mhm.
You know? But I mean, him holding that cowl is nice. You know.
Yeah.
Would you pick
Yep.
up the Alfred just by himself?
No, it has to be the full setup. It has to be the full setup. Because you don't even know how it's going to match up with anything. You understand what I'm saying? I want to see how it's going to match up with anything. But him, I wouldn't hold him with the cowl. I think I have Batman still have the cowl on, and him just have the little
I agree.
Yeah, the T and everything. Yeah, you know.
For me, that's the ideal
Tea
look.
time, sir. Tea time, sir.
What is Alfred's
What
tagline?
would be the?
It's tea
price
time.
point? What would be the price?
It's
point?
tea time, sir. Master Bruce.
What were you saying?
What would be the price point for Batman and the Alfred without the back
Oh, I only know the ultimate price. I don't know I don't remember. I could double check it quick. I don't remember the price. The middle version.
What about you, John? You want to get this?
I want to get it, but I don't know. If it was third, I'd probably get it faster than what I'm thinking of now, because then I'll pair it up with a Batman I have. Yeah. I don't really have
Road Dog.
I don't really have the intention of picking this up with that throne. Although I was saying to them before you hopped on, is I think this would pair really well with the quarter scale Hush.
Road Dog had a comment for Alfred.
Virgo represent. Road Dog.
$19.99 for the deluxe version, the one above the economy version. So you're looking at $2,600
with Alfred.
With Alfred, yeah.
Okay.
Pre-taxes and all that fun stuff and shipping.
See, I wish I was finished paying for my Penguin, then I could make a because I actually wanted this to be my last piece for Batman. But
I honestly think this is one to get though. I think this is one that for the collection people should consider picking up, because I don't know if we're ever gonna get a better Alfred than this.
Yeah, there are a lot of. Terry said they gotta wait a bit so they can charge the same price for the 1/3.
And 600 is not bad actually for a quarter scale.
Oh, Alfred.
No, it's not.
How much is Alfred?
$5.99.
Yeah, $5.99. Alfred.
That's not bad at all.
Quarter scale.
Wait, and what's the EX on the Batman on Throne for right now? How much?
The EX on you want the deluxe one, the $19.99. That one's $300. The ES on that.
Yeah, I don't want the back.
Oh yeah,
I don't want the back of the with the little car in the back. I don't need that. That's not necessary.
Nah.
I'd even almost go economy with this Alfred. I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah, because if I got that cape, and I remember something being really off with the leg here, so the cape covers that. So I would just have the cape just like this. And if the regular one comes with just the teapot, that's all I need for this.
I don't think there is another one. It's only one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. Then you don't have to worry about it. But yeah. But
if I had this
would probably be what I would go with if I was to get
this setup's pretty hot.
This would be like a nice corner piece. Put it in the corner of your room by itself. Standalone piece.
Yeah, this is pretty epic.
I mean, this would be the only piece I need left. The Bat Cave and all. I don't know, man. It's like I want to retire already. It's just
we all do. I think I got 3 pre-orders right now. So after those are paid off, hopefully nothing else catches my eyes. I can put the blinders up.
It'd be like LBS Hulk or this set.
Oh, you would say you would get this or that? This set or the Hulk?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have such an identity with Batman.
I know.
You are the darkness.
It's tough. We'll see. And then shipping on this would be a nightmare to come to me, though. I think
this one might be a little more interesting, but that's all in the eye of the beholder.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get this, of course, separate.
Beholder.
Separate?
The Alfred, right? You have to order.
Yeah, you have to order.
You have to order separate.
And John was saying it's $3,200 for everything.
Order the Alfred first.
I think you're right. I think that's the way to go.
And then worry about getting thrown after that, because Alfred will be. What's the edition size again?
500.
Yeah, maybe
FBJ in the building tonight.
I'm gonna see how much the down payment is, and then maybe I'll get the I'll just order Alfred first, and then I'll work on the that Alfred you could pay off. I could pay that off and stuff, but
pay that up quick.
See, the thing with me is Alfred to my door will probably be over a K.
Oh, okay, shipping over from
shipping, conversion, and all that. So you're looking like over a K.
If it goes on Sideshow, right? This is just straight up. You have to get it from Prime.
You have to right now.
Hey, John, I have a solution for that.
What?
Why don't you just move to America?
Oh,
why would you move to America?
Come on over here and get those low shipping
I'm
prices.
trying to move to Canada.
Then don't you can't say that, John, because Penguin was being sold now with Sideshow. So my thing is, I wish Sideshow would make it known if they were going to.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
They need to strengthen their relationship. Everything should hit Sideshow at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah, you know, they had that rocky divorce and then they got back together and it hasn't been the same since.
Your Vision says
It hasn't been the same.
deposit was only $60. That changes things then.
That's not bad.
PO, baby.
What's the deposit?
That is not bad.
He's saying $59. That's not bad.
For Alfred?
Yeah.
The down
that
payment.
might be a dub. Then I may be getting that then.
See, and that's what we were talking about before when
get
prices
Alfred.
matter.
I'll get
Like-
Alfred first, and then
Yeah.
I'll worry about getting the ninth. I'll worry about getting.
I think so. I think that's a smart way to go.
because that's like getting a regular, like you said.
Yeah, like a nice sideshow piece, right?
Right. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. 500. But you know what they're gonna do next? Even though this is the original color, they're gonna come out with a black version of this version, as usual.
Yeah,
but I
but-
want it to be like my last Batman piece in my collection. You know, since I got
Vision says that.
got the Batwing.
Boat shipping is 86.
You know,
Mhm.
I'm looking at the shipping. To me, it's
86.
256.
to Canada.
So let me ask you something though, because when I go here to pre-order, it tells me my grand total will be $855 with shipping.
that's my
Right?
taxes too.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell me.
It tells you at the end, I think, the shipping.
No, it doesn't tell me that I'm paying an NRD. Right? It doesn't give me an NRD amount. It gives me the whole balance. So I wonder
Oh, it
because I'm
doesn't tell you.
international, or I'm in Canada, if it charges. Well, that wouldn't make sense.
Even if you was in, everywhere supposed to get an NRD.
Yeah, it's for me. It says grand total 855. It doesn't say anything about NRD.
And
Well,
there's no option.
go to the last part where you almost checking out, not check out completely.
Well, it says confirm order. I'm not going to press confirm order because then
What up, Keesus?
Yeah.
if I press confirm order, then I just don't want to get charged the 855.
Canada don't have boat options, I think.
Exactly, it's true.
Y'all trying to make a live PO right now?
You're trying to figure it out, FBJ.
I'm
John's thinking
I'll
about
worry.
it.
I'll worry about it if it says low stock remaining. Then I'll.
Nah, I'm
Like-
gonna order this because I just want this to be my last piece. You know,
Goddamn, Rashid, I've been hearing that every weekend.
Sound like Rashid retiring. It's the last hurrah.
I thought
Hey,
Slave One was
he's
your
just-
last
This
piece.
is why.
now.
This why you can't even be on shows or anything when trying to retire.
this
Because
hobby.
it's like-
no, but you know what it is?
It's
What we were talking
addictive.
about last week. You can still be in the hobby and don't gotta buy nothing. You know,
Of course.
So that it's just that this hobby is very addictive. Every time, like I said before, when I first saw the Batwing, I went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I went even.
Yeah, but when you get that into your house, you're gonna still go crazy because that piece is. I watched Batman and the Flash, the Flash movie this week, and
Tell me now your honest review of it, which I know you're always honest.
oh fuck,
movie sucks.
sorry for swearing.
Movie sucks.
No, we swear here.
You can mention spoilers?
Yes, it's
Okay.
been out for a while.
The
It's on
baby
HBO Max
scene
now.
was ridiculous. I almost shut it off at that point, and that was the beginning. It was really bad. So CGI sucked.
Yeah.
Okay,
Don't forget the baby in the microwave.
the baby in the microwave. I'm like,
Dog,
wow.
it was even worse.
I love how they did the whole mother thing. I do like that, like
Yeah.
that emotional
The
scene in the
relationship
grocery
with-
store. Phenomenal. I love that. I really love that, and I loved Keaton.
Keaton is just a.
That's
If
fine.
it wasn't
Keaton.
if it wasn't for him,
If it wasn't for him, yeah.
I'm sorry, you guys, but Keaton is just not my favorite Batman.
and imagine if
That's
you don't
okay.
know him, right? Like imagine you
Exactly.
came in with the Bale days, and you're like, "Is this supposed to be? Who is
Yeah.
this guy?"
I didn't like to see him. I like to see him old, but I don't think he would ever be like that. Like that's not what I
Yeah.
envisioned.
See that portrayal of him, with
Exactly.
the wild hair, and just like I just didn't think that would. Yeah, I agree with you, and that's why I'm like, I like Keaton the actor, but I really like how they portrayed
Yeah.
like Bruce Wayne,
Exactly.
and Batman.
Hey,
when he,
hey, you
when
know
he
who
came
they,
clean, when he came clean shaven in
Yeah.
the suit, I was like, okay, this is he
Uh-huh.
kind of saved the movie for me. But
Yeah,
to counter that, I wish that I can erase watching that movie because I never ever would want to see Keaton Batman die.
Oh,
And
over
seeing
and
that-
over and over again.
Seeing that
Hey,
was
you
the
know who they
worst.
could get for the old Batman? I think for the old Batman, they could get Clint Eastwood
Oh,
because
no.
he already looked.
No, he's way.
For
He's
the
really
old
old that
Batman.
one.
Yeah, he's really old.
But-
I think the guy that was gonna do Thomas Wayne, like for me, he's not always super old. Like Batman's always gonna be sort of like just like one of those fit old dudes, like those 65, 70-year-old buff dudes that you see at the gym sometime.
Yeah, the one I see down to Venice Beach
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
with a white ass beard.
He's always ready, especially in old age.
That was heartbreaking to see
Like,
him
bring
die.
it.
That's not. I to bring him back, right after all these years, and then to have him die. That was not. That was just not right.
Yo, and that's why like I would talk about the movie, but I didn't want to say that part because I wanted you to see it for yourself. I didn't want to spoil it. But that end of
I didn't know
Supergirl,
about
it
that
was just
part.
like, dude, that was the difference between that and something like Spider-Verse. It's just sort of like his whole thing was like, no matter what we do, we fail. We can't win. We can't be heroes.
This point in time.
You know what I mean? No matter what we do, Flash, we ain't gonna win. You can wind it all you want. And I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
it was an okay like shut off your brain. I still say the worst is the Thor.
Ragnarok is worse than that movie. Ragnarok is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
No, Love and Thunder. Love and Thunder.
Yeah, not Ragnarok. That's what I meant. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
with the goats.
Love
Yeah,
and Thunder, the Van Damme's
Yeah.
kick.
but
Yeah.
Goats.
I don't know.
The goats.
I was just I was heartbroken.
Flying on Mjolnir like it was what's that? A witch's broom.
Dude, the live freaking, oh my goodness. No, I don't even want to think about that movie right now. It was so bad. They had a
And
love
it just
triangle
cemented
with
how
the
much I
fucking-
hate Batfleck. I thought maybe
Oh.
Batfleck will come back and it'll be like, oh no, Batfleck.
Oh no,
That's
he was
Rasheed's
in the
favorite,
beginning of the movie,
Batman,
did
right,
some
Rasheed?
cool action and left.
Definitely.
Yeah, he left, and then George Clooney at the end. That should have been Bale.
And it's like, you know what would be fun? Let's bring everyone's favorite Batman back at
Oh.
the end, Clooney.
And then the scenes with all the Nicolas Cage as Superman and everything. No.
And that's the thing. It was just pictures like on a screen. It wasn't even integral to
No.
the plot or anything. It was just like, hey, fan service, fan service, fan service, fan service.
That's fine. It was okay. It was.
The movie wasn't that bad, man. I
It
enjoyed
wasn't. It wasn't that bad. I sat and watched it.
was
I don't
like
need to watch it again. But for me, it was the Keaton.
That
Yeah.
shit was
He-
horrible. It was ridiculous, horrible, pathetic.
Who's your favorite Batman, Rasheed?
What did you love about
I-
it?
Don't say.
I
it.
actually like my
Don't
man.
say Patterson.
Who?
Don't say Patterson.
Yeah, I do.
Rob,
Yeah.
that's your favorite Batman? Come on, man.
Yo, you asked me a question and I'm answering you, and now you asked me a question if I
He
answer.
don't like your answer, Rush.
I don't like your answer. Keep your thoughts to yourself.
For you, no, that's what it is, my man. Because, and I'm gonna tell you
Shout
why.
out to Fado.
Nah,
What up, Fado?
I'm gonna tell you why. And I like Christian Bale also.
Bell said no.
You know what it is? I just feel that the main thing is they are more
You're
serious.
probably right. My bad.
They're more serious Batmans. They were more serious acting Batman than I remember seeing Batman when it first came out, and I didn't like everything looked childish. Like they had how Gotham. Remember he was flying through Gotham. You could tell. I understand there's a different time back then, but you could tell
It was
that
fake.
It was fake.
You're talking about Batman Begins.
Yeah, no, right.
Yeah.
It just looked like when he was going up and you see the little baby balloon that the joke had, you could tell it was like a lever that was going up, and that's supposed to be a building. I was like, come on, man. You know, it just I'm not a fan like everybody else with 89. I like the
Oh, you're talking about 89. No, you're crazy, sir.
no, I mean 89. Yes, don't try to correct me. That's
And
what
that was serious at that time.
I thought you were talking about Batman Begins, like when he's in the train.
No. Batman Begins. The whole Nolan Batman was epic. The
Yeah.
whole Nolan Batman was way better than 89 to me. Because
But-
first of all, when you think about when it started, nobody, and this is why I say the Nolan trilogy was epic and the best one. Because in my opinion, nobody in these superhero roles took they shit seriously until it was people like Heath Ledger and Wesley Snipes. When you got to those movies, they was dead serious about the character. You know what I'm saying? Arnold Schwarzenegger looked like a damn clown and shit. Two-Face. Come on, man. That shit was a joke.
No, we don't count those.
No, but you don't count that stuff. That's
Don't count those.
that's different.
Can I get my point on?
No.
You're not the every Batman enthusiast, my man, John. So
Okay, Rasheed.
fall back.
You want to put the gloves on, buddy?
Everyday Batman enthusiast.
Hold on, let me get the gloves. Hold on.
No, but
There we go.
I just felt like Heath Ledger set the bar where everybody looked at him and sat there in the theater, because I remember the day I saw The Dark Knight Returns, and I was sitting there and I walked out of that theater like, yo, that dude was fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I went home telling
Yeah.
people, I was like, yo, you
Same.
gotta see this shit. This dude different, and he changed the whole narrative. We already know how he was, but just remember when Dark Knight came on the first week.
I agree.
When everybody saw Heath Ledger, everybody was in awe. Like, yo, that dude was crazy. He was psychotic. He changed his story up on when how he got his cuts in his face. You thought this motherfucker was real, the way he had, like, he wasn't acting. He was like really being himself. And
Sidekicks.
the reason why this man locked himself in a hotel and got deep with the character, it paid off. It paid off completely.
Well, not for him, it didn't.
He died a legend, though. He died a legend. He died the best Batman.
His greatest work.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was. They had
Go ahead, man.
Sorry. No, I was just gonna say that where how DC has been having its problems.
Mm-hmm.
The question that came up said, did Christopher Nolan's ruin the whole DC franchise because they set the bar so high? Anything coming up after that, could it compare to what he did?
That's the same.
Because his thing is like real. It was more realistic, even though the guy's wearing a costume.
If it happened in real life, that's how it would be. Yeah.
Even with
Bane,
Bane,
exactly.
even with Bane, I felt like I liked how Bane did it, because I can actually. They was actually saying that they was a little worried about the way they portrayed what Bane did in the city, because they was like, people could try to do that shit.
Yeah.
Bridges,
it was realistic.
Right, it was realistic. So Nolan set the bar like, I'm not coming into this trilogy to make it look kiddie. I want people to see you died, killed, everything. Even Rachel got blown up. She blew his girl up in a bomb. You understand what I'm saying?
Can I interject?
Yeah, go ahead.
But you got to remember, though, 89 Batman, when it came out, remember, that movie was dark. Parents didn't even want to take their kids to go see that movie. And Batman, no offense to 66, but Batman was kind of like a joke comedy. So when 89 Batman came out, that was as serious as it can get. And Batman killed people in that movie.
89 Batman for its time, still to this day, in my opinion, is a masterpiece.
He did.
Batman was dark.
Yeah, he was doing strife runs with the Batwing.
They had that shit all gloomy for the goddamn cameras. That shit was when I saw that movie, I did not see nothing dark about that shit. I did, I loved the part with the Batwing, and he shot the Batwing down, and a couple of things, and Jack Nicholson was cool, but Heath Ledger was way more dark. I didn't look.
I agree.
I didn't look at 89 that was dark. I looked at 89 was like, yeah, okay, but once Heath Ledger stepped up, everybody started going into roles and saying, I'm taking this shit seriously. Martin Downey Jr., then he started doing Iron Man. He was serious. It was no, we're going to play kiddie and play these little fucking games. No, I'm Iron Man, and we're going to act like if this was really real, if Iron Man worked for the government. So I understand that shit. But 89, I love the vehicles, and I like Jack Nicholson, but Keaton just wasn't my favorite Batman.
When Keaton was on the rooftop for the first scene, and he spreads his wings with the two guys there.
That was hot.
That was
no. There's some badass scenes in there. I'm not gonna say it ain't no.
Came with the sidekick. I'm Batman.
Batman Begins. It's like you said, the Nolan is very realistic. That was if, real world at that time when we were watching it, real world, if it was to happen,
Right.
it can happen. Just like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way his portrayal was phenomenal as well. I think the way he was able to, just that psychotic side of him and the laughing, and to be able to pull that off on screen, and he did a whole bunch of weight loss for, I think.
Well, you know what? With his Joker, it was psychotic. I took him more, and I took him more like I felt sorry for him mentally ill. Like I didn't look at him as the villain. Nolan's Joker was the villain, but him, I looked at it as, look at this man being abused, and then he flipped. So he actually was a good kid, because when he was on the bus trying to play with the little kid,
Exactly.
still on him, he was only trying to make the kid laugh. He wasn't trying to harm the kid. He didn't think about, I'm gonna kill this kid and chop him up like Nolan's Joker.
Well, the thing here is with that one, is you're seeing the rise of the Joker, right? The Joker being born. So you grow. You're 100% right. Even the relationship he had with the woman in the apartment, you're seeing that side of him, and the buildup of Joker being born. Right. Whereas Heath Ledger, he's already established as the Joker. I agree with you. Like, for me, the Nolan films.
But I respect that people love 89, because like even with the Batmobiles, a lot of people love the 89 bill. I personally love the Tumbler.
Tumbler's beautiful too.
The Tumbler was more gangster, in my opinion. But I understand people love 89 Batmobile. Just like Batwing more than I like the Flash.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
But you got to remember, 90.
This is my favorite Batmobile.
66. But you remember in 92 Batman, though, the origins for the Penguin and the Catwoman. Remember, Penguin, he wasn't appreciated as a kid, and his parents took him and dumped him in
the
river.
In the river.
You remember?
I always remember that, dude. That was I was like, yo.
He was kidnapping kids.
Yeah, but
he was kidnapping kids.
Yeah, but I like Penguin because, like, even when I watched Assault on Arkham, I like my Penguin more mafia.
Mobster, oh yeah.
He better do too.
Hold on.
Mafia.
I didn't take that Penguin, Danny DeVito.
DeVito?
No.
Seriously, no, you don't. It's not meant to be taken seriously.
Fish and black.
You know which Penguin you take seriously?
Yeah.
You know which Penguin? The one from the TV show
He was
Gotham.
gross.
Oh, he was great.
He was amazing.
I like him.
He was great.
He was
Which
good.
one, John?
But
the one from Gotham, the TV show. That Penguin was really well done.
But I also like when he played
I like that show.
When he was the animated and he saw Harley Quinn and she was like, "Hi, Penguin," and then he was like, "Yo, I'm going to kill her." I like more him as a short, fat dude. I want him to be mafia. I'd rather prefer him as a mafia guy than a dude like the Danny DeVito. He looked like he looked like he should have been a Morlock in the X-Men. Then
Pattinson, you should love the Pattinson Penguin then, Colin Farrell, because I
did like
that's what it is.
He was good.
Yeah,
I
didn't like Pattinson's Batmobile. I think that's the worst one.
Yeah.
But Pattinson's the reason why I like Pattinson, because trust me, I'm telling you, I am one of the first people to say this kid ain't gonna pull this shit off.
Twilight.
It's gonna That's why I kept telling everyday people. These chicks go crazy about.
That's the best combination, Jesse.
And he got the fruit punch lips and shit, and all these this fucking dude with his red lips and shit. And
I didn't even know he had fruit punch lips. Now I'm not gonna be able to see it.
I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I gave him the benefit of the doubt because I've seen him in other things besides Twilight.
Right, but
he was a good actor, so I said
his lips was red, like he just finished drinking fruit punch. But then when I saw
Kool-Aid,
the Kool-Aid, but when I saw him fight, that reminded me of Daredevil from Netflix. And and I like that. I like that type of real fight because in a real brawl, that's how dudes really fight.
I think I like Pattinson better than Bale. I like Batman, not movies.
But I like stiff. I know people don't like it, but I love the stiff.
I dislike that Batman.
I love the stiff cowl that Bale had than the Patterson joint. But
in the first movie.
right,
Yeah,
I
just
put that suit on Patterson and then let Patterson go. And I personally love that. What's her name that played Catwoman?
Zoe Kravitz. I'm at
Zoe Kravitz.
Better than Michelle?
I think.
Nah, you bugging, man.
Michelle
You
Yeah.
bugging,
Pfeiffer.
Rashid.
I'm with FBJ. She was too.
Sexual, my man.
She was too much.
How am I bugging?
You remember Michelle Pfeiffer? She had a psychotic break. First of all, she got pushed off of the roof.
Yeah,
She got killed.
Yeah.
She had a psychotic break, and she flipped her switch, and then she became.
but no,
Yeah, yeah.
Besides,
FBJ,
but
she was mouse.
cats ate her and she got cat superpowers.
Yeah, that's a little
which I-
weird. No.
I don't know about all of that.
She had the flash
She was like,
Zoe Kravitz had more
eyes, all the flashes.
had to me.
I need to go watch that movie again. That
I
was
think
good.
Zoe Kravitz was better than
Right. I think
the other one. What's her
took
name?
I took other than I didn't like her mask. I took
Halle Berry.
I took Zoe Kravitz role. It blended in a more serious Catwoman than Michelle Pfeiffer. Was Michelle Pfeiffer sexy? Of course she was. Yeah, I liked her more. But if the movie sucked, to me, the movie sucked.
I think comparison-wise, you're better off comparing. Not Halle Berry. God, please, we all erased that from our
Halle
mind.
Berry,
What was the
Jerry-
other one
Jerry-
from? I forgot her name now.
but nah.
But
From Dark Knight. What was her name? The
cool.
from the Bale series.
Hathaway.
Hathaway.
Annie
She's a better
Hathaway?
comparison. She's a better comparison to.
I didn't like
her.
Annie.
I didn't like Annie.
Hathaway's-
I would take the Pattinson.
Yeah, I didn't like her.
She was a
I
little
didn't
too
like
much.
her.
Yeah.
Well,
To
who do
me,
you
the
feel?
reason I always respect.
But my Catwoman when I sleep is Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle
yeah.
Pfeiffer's.
Yeah.
I understand that, because Michelle Pfeiffer.
When you go to sleep at night in your
Yeah.
Batman pajamas, John.
Yes, sir.
I was a little man. Well, that didn't sound right. But yeah, I was like Michelle Pfeiffer.
you speaking
But-
your truth.
Little man.
Jesus.
But no, like for me, Nolan, I always respected Nolan's movies as just great directed movies. And I really, really liked like Ledger. Like I wasn't the biggest but I always respected what he did. But for me, it was just very street level, which is cool. But there's a lot of stuff like I wouldn't be able to see those characters with like Superman back in the day because we didn't have Man of Steel, we didn't have nothing to look at, and it was like so grounded that it removed it from like the superhero stuff that I liked. It was more street level, grounded, good comic. But not everything has to be superhero. But I think it was for me what makes a good superhero movie good is when you can incorporate the fantastical natures of it and keep it kind of grounded, like Civil War and stuff like that. But that's why I wasn't like the hugest fan of those movies. I never liked Bell. Like I never liked his voice. Never liked his voice. Like even back then, it was just like, yo, what is he doing?
Rachel.
I love Christian Bale, the actor, but I never liked that Batman. I liked everybody around him, but him in his own movie. I was just like the setting, the grounded nature of it.
The villains.
I felt like that about that Blade TV show, CriPPleR.
Oh, really?
I liked everybody.
Except Sticky
except for
Fingers.
Blade.
I feel like that about Batfleck. I can't stand Batfleck as Batman.
He's my favorite.
doesn't
That's
deserve
what's
to be
cool.
Batman.
Everybody has their difference and their
Yeah.
reasons why.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can love what I would say. As we always say, you love what you love. We don't have to
Yeah.
disagree. Rachi don't like 89. You don't like 89.
Well,
that's cool.
That's a little different, but yeah.
But for me,
I mean, I love 89, but I'm not gonna persecute the brother because he wasn't feeling it. It's all good.
Affleck was the one that looked like a comic book Batman came off the pages and will fuck somebody up if you mess with him. That's why I like it. Like movies aside, like if we just talk about Batman and not the movies, when I think of like Batman from like comics and video games, especially the Arkham series, that's who I don't picture Patterson. Not saying Patterson wasn't great, but I see like, yo, this is the dude that, if he does give put kryptonite on Superman, this human will fuck Superman up without his powers, dude. I don't think Patterson could beat Clark Kent in a fight.
Yeah, but don't forget, Pattinson is only in year 2. That changes things too, right? He's only in year 2.
You think he's gonna bulk up for the movie? I don't know.
No, he's a toothpick.
Oh,
that guy.
this
He's
is
not
this is the kind of like that warehouse scene was.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
Definitive
Oh
Batman
yeah,
movie, dude.
when he came from underground.
I watched that scene so many times.
You got
I'm not a huge fan of the movie, but that scene I watched so many
Yeah, that
times,
was
dude. It was so good. So good.
Anytime you got a superhero movie, you got to bulk up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't even
He
want
needs to eat his Wheaties. That one.
No, because
Get your Yoko.
He moved the wood table by himself, though. You got to give him credit.
he's getting older, so I think Patterson needs to, he can step it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because if he wants more action roles,
Yeah.
Batman, he would have to bulk up.
Even Bale.
Calendar
not
Man.
Bale. Even what's his name? Batfleck. Even he lost a ton of weight for Flash movie. He was a stick.
So, which one of these? Like, we know the Joker, we know Riddler, we know Penguin, we know Ra's al Ghul. Which one of the D tier, C tier list heroes would you guys want to see next? First up is Calendar Man. Would anybody want to see Calendar Man?
What does he throw? Dates at you?
Only if he was gonna bring me a
Like-
free calendar every year.
Nah,
Yo, if you have an appointment, I can get rid of it, motherfucker. I'm Calendar Man.
no, you know what? You know how
I like that. Actually, I like that one. Oh, the IRS want to see me on the first. Can you fix that calendar, man?
You know how
Yes.
you got to put like how Zaz was in
Oh yeah,
the jail.
Gotham.
Like you got to give him a very very tiny role.
You gotta and this is that's a great point.
You just say you have Batman, catch this motherfucker, and you go, who is he? Calendar Man, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So this is what I want to do, Rashid. Like, you're making the next Batman movie. You can't use the Joker. You can't use you got to take one of these known D-tier villains. And what would you do with him? With Calendar Man?
You didn't. I just told you. I would have.
Okay.
Are we having multiple people or just this guy?
So we got Calendar Man. We got Clue Master.
No, you.
We got Crazy Wilt.
Man, who the hell are you pulling out of here, man? Fuck.
He's a Batman villain.
The fucking,
These are what we got to do our movie. You got to.
You got Polka Dot Man.
Everybody on the panel got to pick one of these and then pitch the movie for.
You're wrong, CriPPleR. Why are you picking these people? No,
Okay.
He's a D for real.
I need three people. That's Killer Croc, Mr. Freeze.
No, those are
They're
absolutely
established.
those are established. I'm talking about the ones that like have
D-list.
Your movie's
The
gonna
D-list.
your movie's gonna be a D list if you have D list.
These are major.
I don't know. Egghead looks pretty
Egghead, yo.
intimidating to me.
Egghead,
Look at
okay.
those eyes.
Egghead.
It kind of reminds me of CriPPleR.
But it could be dumb, man, because I know we're getting on, James Gunn, but he's done it with Peacemaker, man. He's taken
That's
a lot
what I
of
mean,
like
like-
D
I love that
characters,
show.
and he makes them like I can't wait for season 2. You know what I mean?
I
so
love
it
that
could be
show.
done.
Yo, you got
I don't even know who that
Don-
is. Come on.
Don CriPPleR.
Oh, Kite Man, yeah.
How about
Kite
this?
Man's good.
Kite Man,
Polka Dot Man.
Killer Moth.
The film production people ain't gonna even give you any money. How about that?
Polka-
You're
Mr.
gonna
Polka
think
Dot.
I'm crazy,
Polka-
but Kite Man, that shot is from that new Harley Quinn series. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys checked it out. It's pretty good.
That was funny. That
it was
a good
pretty
show.
good. I enjoyed it.
Yo.
Kite Man.
That guy looks cool with the gun. I don't even know.
Sorry, man.
Y'all can't do it. Y'all can't do
Look,
it.
that's CriPPleR right there.
Good movie. You made
That's your thumbnail, CriPPleR.
Deathstroke versus Batman. That's what I would like to see.
Hey John, if you had to take one of these guys to make your next movie, which one you take?
It ain't gonna sell. It don't
It
matter.
won't sell. I probably use
John got to make it work.
I probably use Egghead there.
Egghead.
That's probably the
Yeah,
closest.
Man, you bugging out.
Yeah,
You gotta
I
mix
like
them in.
because
I like Rashid's concept where you
Yeah.
I
sprinkle
like
them
Vincent
in.
Price. Vincent Price did him on the 66
Look.
TV show.
Like
so
I
gotta
would
go with
I would do a
that.
scene where Batman's walking in Arkham Asylum and you see the names.
They're gonna fire John.
Right.
Okay.
All right,
just
so if I
shout
have
And
over
maybe Batman keeps coming back every once in a while to get more information to Arkham.
I'll write you a Batman movie. Your jaw. You'll be picking up
that's
your
what I
jaw
want
off
to do.
the floor.
I want y'all to write a scene with one of these.
Write a
dudes.
movie.
FPJ, pick
I'm
one
telling
of
you,
these
man.
dudes,
He
write
goes
the
to
scene.
Arkham Asylum. He sees the
All right,
names,
go ahead,
and they're in
John.
the.
You see Egghead?
They're in all of them. You put
All of
whatever
them. All of
characters you
these
want.
guys.
Just throw them in Arkham. Because Rashid's idea was good. Rashid's idea where you just sprinkle the name.
Yeah.
Calendar
Yeah.
Man's writing up there, and
Yeah.
but you can't make a movie with these guys.
I like that though, John. I think that's the best way, man. Because if you deal with Arkham and you deal with all the loony bins, and then you
Yeah.
have them try to work together, like they're in the same cell block,
Yeah.
and they work together and try to get out of prison, right? And then
Exactly.
all these crazy ways trying to escape the prison, and then a couple of them probably get out, but then they're met by Batman. They got it. But I think that's the best way, man. Arkham. Lead with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all meet in some sleazy
Prison,
warehouse.
All right, let's go,
Yeah.
guys. We're gonna start it.
Something like that.
Get the
Hey,
film
but
done.
there's one guy that I would like to see in the DC universe to get his own movie is The Question.
Oh,
Question.
the detective.
Question.
Yeah.
The detective.
The Question. I love that comic.
Coup Master, son.
I got a few of those issues actually.
Yeah. And the book.
CriPPleR, get these as characters.
Jesse says Professor
He
Pig.
said, "What you
I
say?
like to
Get
see
these
Scarface,
D-lists out of
too.
here."
Scarface, the
I just wanted to see
Scarface,
what type of
the
crazy
puppet.
movie
Yeah.
y'all come up with these characters.
None.
Well, I like Egghead.
For fake. Not for real. Nobody's doing these characters for real.
I don't like none of these mother efforts, man.
Oh, wait, what
Come
is
on, play
Captain
right.
Hey,
America,
these are
man?
Come on,
Batman
play with
villains.
us.
Don't disrespect Batman villains.
Don't
Don't
Come on,
even-
play
Yeah,
with
the
us,
best
Rashid.
villains.
Don't even.
Rashid, don't take your ball and go home. Come on, play with us. We in the sandbox, Rashid. Come on.
Go to the movie and get some popcorn and go right home and just say patooey.
Okay, I guess Rashid took his ball. We can't play basketball no more.
I'm not paying $20 for popcorn then going home, but he's sorry.
If Calendar Man can make you get
He's
the
staying
day,
through the movie regardless.
Stay.
you ever saw Groundhog Day? If Calendar Man can make you do something like that, like make you repeat the day over and
cool.
over again,
That'd be cool, yeah.
No.
Yeah,
that would be
Oh,
nice.
Groundhog
Yo,
Day.
Yeah, Bill Murray.
Calendar
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Like a serial killer movie for who's a detective? Who does detective?
Batman.
No. I'm talking about regular detective. Like not like remember how Denzel Washington
Like a Denzel, yeah.
who does like a detective movie and shit? Like Morgan
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 I know what type of
Freeman.
movies he's talking
Morgan Freeman going after Calendar Man.
and you call it the Calendar Man and you have Morgan Freeman look for this motherfucker. And
No,
chop-
see, I was
Like
thinking
the
like,
Zodiac.
yo,
Zodiac Killer.
there's a calendar event, and maybe somebody from Batman's family, somebody they know, he's like, yo, we going to this day, and every time they go into that day, something crazy happens to him, killed, straight up serial killer style, and then every time this day, and then everybody get a notification on their calendar, and they be like, oh shit. Then
He's in the
another
game
one.
apparently.
That was so.
Today is the day.
Today is the day, right? And he just
Check your
look out there.
calendars.
Like it, and everybody know if you got that date, they
Yo,
scared.
I
Something
think
crazy
they did
can happen.
have two Zodiac.
Check your calendars.
They had-
Check your calendars.
I think they had one in New York City. They had Zodiac killers. I remember there was a Zodiac killer, and he was people was worried that he was looking through the phone book, clapping.
Oh yeah, yeah, randomly.
But yeah, man. I don't know. Batman movies. We still haven't got. I really wish we were gonna get that Deathstroke one.
Oh man, I'm disappointed that didn't happen.
I bet
Yeah.
you Nolan would have did a good
Sorry, man, you don't get your movie.
Batman versus Deathstroke. I bet you he would have.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do now. So you, I haven't watched the second part of Ahsoka yet. I know that there's a third one today, right?
Yesterday,
Yes, there was a third one.
every
yesterday?
Tuesday,
Oh,
Tuesday.
now. How you
And
enjoying it?
I haven't watched.
I
I haven't watched any of them.
liked everything. There was one part that I was like, "This is some real bullshit," and that's I just felt like it was
100.
one part. I'm not gonna say, I just
I've fallen asleep twice already.
I
Trying
ain't
to-
watch it yet, man.
I
I ain't
yeah,
in a
I haven't
rush.
been motivated to watch the second one, but it's probably just because I'm just
I
so
like
out of the
Ahsoka
Solo
because
thing.
she's like my favorite Jedi. So she's, and I love
Yeah,
her
so you're
shit.
gonna give.
I love her shit.
But Rashid, she's not a Jedi anymore.
You know what I mean, motherfucker.
You know what turned me off
I
when
knew it.
He's your
Rashid?
I knew
favorite
what you mean.
He was
lightsaber
like, it's a
wielder.
continuation, man.
Yeah.
From the that's what turned me off. Honestly, when you told me it was continuation from Rebels,
Why did it turn
that's
you off?
kind of because I'm like I'm one of those type of people. I need to know, like, I
If you
need to
ain't seen
go in
No.
to
Rebels,
know the history.
Annoying.
I
You
can't
gotta
go
go
in
watch
when
Rebels now.
I'm half blind, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, so now
You
I
don't want to
gotta.
be lost.
You didn't watch
Lost
Yeah,
in the
man.
force.
You didn't watch Rebels or Clone? Did you watch Rebels?
Not the cartoons, nah. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like it's like starting a book halfway.
it is because my
Go to
daughter
the
was
end.
like, "Well, who's this and who's that and who's this?"
I was
like,
the
yeah.
same
Yeah.
way. I was the same way. So one day when I finished work, one day I just watched the whole Clone Wars because I thought the Clone Wars was going to be garbage. Because I thought it was going to be real kiddie. And then, but it's a couple scenes I saw they was killing and they was really killing motherfuckers.
Your eyes lit up.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I said, let me watch this shit again.
You watched the Clone Wars in one day? Isn't that thing like multiple
so-
seasons?
it's
no, not one
long.
day, like in a couple of
Yeah.
days.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, the Clone Wars reminded me of what the Japanese do with
I
their
had-
animation. People die.
I had to watch from season 3 and on. And as you watching that, it gets serious. You see Anakin, his attitude just flips. He go through the show. So you have to watch it religiously, like every episode. And then when it gets toward the end of it, it really gets dark. It gets sad, and it gets like, oh shit, this shit is crazy. And then it goes into
Yeah.
stuff like that. So it's good. I'm glad that he makes you the Clone Wars and Rebels make you love the prequels.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, because Rebels, like, I don't know when they introduce and they do show like, shouldn't be too much a spoiler because we know it's based off Rebels, but when they had Ezra come in on the communicator, and I'm just like, I like I don't know. I was just hoping like there's so many cool Jedis in video games now, and I'm like that dude looked like a regular dude. When I plucked up the street, it was like, I'm Ezra.
You'll do. Get over here.
Yeah, Ezra. Where's Revan at, dude? Can somebody go call Revan and tell him to come over here? Ezra's like cool kid in Rebels, but then that show was like whatever. But
Actually, the only cartoon I started was Bad Batch, the first season with my kid. That was
Bad
the
Batch.
that was the
that's
only one I
cool.
watched. Yeah,
It's good,
I
but
haven't watched that one yet.
if you watch Rebels, a lot of what's going on in Ashoka, it's the same stuff. That's why I love it. That's why I love it.
Which you could appreciate. It's just more of like, all right,
Right.
I didn't watch all of Rebels, and I liked Rebels for what I seen. Like I seen probably 2 seasons, a season and a half maybe, but that's before it was streaming and you had to buy the episodes because I didn't have like, I think it was on Disney Channel or something like. It was on somewhere channel. I think it was on.
Yeah,
Disney Channel.
it was on the Disney Channel.
And my cable didn't have Disney Channel because there was problems with licensing or whatever. So it was like this cable provider at the time didn't have, or was it DirecTV? One of them, when that was a thing, didn't have it. So I had to buy them on Apple, but there wasn't no real good way to watch it back then. Like, so I was like, I stopped watching it after season 1, and then I never went back. I didn't stop watching because I didn't like it, but there wasn't no real good way to watch it for me at the time. So then I just like, well, and then seeing it now, a lot of it's been spoiled for me over the years of just like the Ahsoka turn and all of that stuff. And I think the Darth Maul came back in that. I didn't see it, but I heard. So a lot of it was spoiled. I was like, okay, I pretty much know it, so I don't really have to go back.
The only show so far I think that needed to be a just do done is Boba Fett, and you could tell that the writer was totally wrong. Like you can't write him being a killer in the Mandalorian, and he gets his armor back, he's killing stormtroopers like it ain't nothing, and then all of a sudden he becomes soft in the Book of Boba Fett. That just doesn't make any sense. So that's why the end of Boba Fett when he takes over the throne, that's the end for me. That's the end of Boba Fett. I can't think of the Book of Boba Fett just had things where it made him look too soft, and that was just not Boba Fett.
Yeah, I didn't see. I don't know too much about the Book of Boba, just from what you guys talk about. But I'm glad the people. I'm glad the people who really want Star Wars content seem to be liking it. Well, I want Star Wars content too, but just the fact that people that are still into it are still enjoying
Yeah,
it.
but they need
Fennec,
to let Star
Fennec
Wars.
Shan was harder than him, man. she,
The
she
what?
was she was Fennec Shan,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
She's the
assassin.
one.
Oh yeah,
She ran the show.
I liked her.
I was scared of her more than Boba Fett.
She ran the show there. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to compare.
Yeah, but that's why I try to tell people, because that's my guy. d- Look at Mandalorian Boba Fett and
Mhm.
look at the Book of Boba Fett. They do not match at
Yeah.
all.
It's not the same guy.
It's not the same guy. It's the same actor, but when
It's not the same guy.
even when he was hunting as a snow what you call it, sand troop, as one of the tribe of the sand,
Mhm.
he still was gangster. He still was killing without his armor, and then when he got his armor back, he was killing dudes like crazy with no relentless. And now all of a sudden he's just calm, and he's people talking back to him. Nah, the writing didn't match up.
Those kids were talking back to him. What the?
Right, exactly. So it did. How you been
The Power Rangers.
a bounty hunter? How you been on your own since you was a kid? You seen your father die. You've been through all this from a kid on up until you're an old Boba Fett now, and you're gonna take this talk back from some young teenagers. That don't match. The writing,
They was like them kids you said on the video game, Rashid.
right? And they
Go,
got
go kill yourself.
1955 in Star Wars and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It just didn't match, man. It just didn't
Yeah,
match.
no,
You're not gonna tell no old killer, yo, what he gonna do. It's
I think
just,
because Robert Rodriguez had a dope. I don't know if you guys seen this interview, but Robert Rodriguez introduced as a favor, like he was like, "Oh yeah, I'll direct these episodes of Mandalorian with Boba," and he brought him back, and that was his direction, the way he wanted him to be. And then what's the dude's name? Jon Favreau and Filoni, believe it or not, because I think Filoni has some really good stories with dealing with old Lucas and stuff. But it was their idea. They wanted to make it more like a sort of a Godfather sort of thing, and then they bumped heads on it. And the only reason that he went with the style they wanted to do is because he was promised that he was going to get his own thing down the line. So he says, "I'll just do what they tell me to do, and then I'll get my own." And then that show did so bad. According to him, like he was just not a fan of the direction, and it was Favreau and Filoni's direction to do Book of Boba the way they were doing it, because Robert Rodriguez had a whole different
and they dropped
sort of
they dropped the ball on that.
Yep.
They dropped the ball.
100%.
You can't, like you can't be doing that to hardcore fans. And you talking about, if you got hardcore fans, that's especially for Star. I know everybody's not a Star Wars fan, but when you got a hardcore Star Wars fans, and this movie been running since the 70s,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? You
The
cannot
service.
just say, I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want to do. You kind of got to give the fans what they want to see.
Watch out.
You know?
Fan service.
No, I think,
Right. The
and I
surface
think
of the
that's what
character,
it
man.
is. I think I want to.
I guess
think,
that's
like you said, there's not a lot of not everybody. So the thing is, everybody should be like they have like back in the days, damn near everybody you knew would at least talk positively, and if they didn't know about it, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, my son really loves this." Like right now, it's just so split on depending on who you talk about. There's a group of people that's still with it, but that Star Wars has the characters to be like.
I thought Star Wars was dead after that last trilogy. I thought it was over. Like before, this is before Mandalorian came into the picture.
Yeah.
When I saw that last trilogy, because it could have been good.
Yeah, but even Mandalorian season 3, people were like, eh.
Yeah, but you know what? I thought
They set the bar high.
I thought Mandalorian 3 was good. The reason why I thought it was good is because
I liked it.
Number one, you finally saw the Minosaurus. All
That
right,
was nice.
the mythical beast. She finally saw that it had a prophecy there. That's number one. I thought when you had the whole crew and the tribes, I loved how that was. I felt like Boba Fett was gonna come and help these motherfuckers fight. What's this guy's name? This Puerto Rican dude. What's his name?
Gideon.
Moff Gideon. You know what
Gotta
I'm
be
saying?
nice.
Right. I thought Boba Fett was going to say because they was jamming their transmission, and Boba Fett was going to come, and then I figured Boba Fett was going to not stay with them, but I thought she was going to say, "You're a Mandalorian, also bathe in the waters," and Boba Fett was going to still do him, but he's going to accept that I am Mandalorian, and that was going to be the end of the shit. You know, it's like how the fuck other fans could come up with great stories, and these motherfuckers get paid.
That's always the case.
That don't make goddamn sense.
You just
Like-
wanted to see Boba Fett bathe. That's all. Come on.
Yo, don't play yourself.
Oh,
No, but seriously, like even with Marvel, right? I knew number one that Thanos was going to be a problem for them to beat. So Kang was not going to be the answer to be on the same level as
Yeah,
Thanos.
exactly.
Not in the long run. Now you could have put
Mm-mm.
Kang in a one Avenger movie and make it maybe part 2, but Kang was not going to hold the whole Marvel universe, and he's
No.
still not going to hold the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
But though, you know who's going to hold the Marvel universe? You know who will make everybody come together?
Dr. Doom.
Galactus.
Galactus.
Dr.
You
Doom.
gotta have
Galactus.
because
If you do
a threat.
Galactus before Dr. Doom,
no,
Galactus is
listen to me. It's the same way how you did Thanos leading up to Thanos. How many movies they had?
Yeah, but you have faith for Marvel to be able to do that?
Hold on.
No,
Did they? All right, I'm gonna answer that easy question. Did they have faith to do it to Thanos? Yes, they did.
whole different
Yeah,
squad over
but whole different, man. Whole different.
How's it whole different?
Marvel's
You
so
don't got
different from
McFeely, you
the
don't got
OG
the
Marvel.
directors, You don't got the
No,
same
hold on.
writers.
I understand what you're saying, but John,
Hold on.
if Galactus is the threat,
Mm-hmm.
you show just like you did with Thanos. You show what's going on Earth and what's
Mhm.
going on in the galaxy with like Guardians of the Galaxy or whatever. What's happening out there? That this threat is coming to Earth again. So now you got Thanos is gone. Now you got this dude that wants to eat
what?
Earth for energy.
The Earth.
But Rashid, who's gonna
Who's
fight him? The
protecting him?
Marvels?
Exactly.
The Marvels?
Miss Marvel's gonna come.
Fantastic Four.
Marvels? No.
She-Hulk, baby, you're on deck.
Hold on.
Yes, let me twerk it.
Yeah, give
You
me
can
that with my.
reintroduce-
Give me
Let
that
me
with.
lap dance you,
Silver
Galactus, to death.
Give me that with
Woo!
Tony Stark
You
and
wanna-
Twerking on his toe.
You want to lead up to that. This is what I'm trying to say. Now, this is how you lead up to that. You could have had, let's say, Ant-Man, right, and Kang. At the end of the credits,
no spoilers.
could have showed 4 people going up to space, and they take off. And that'll be a hint that the Fantastic Four is about to happen.
Oh yeah, that's
You
pretty good. Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Say Kang and whatever, and then they say, all right, so now they already showed Reed Richards that was in Doctor Strange, okay? The Doctor Strange movie was supposed to be the door to open up all this new shit, but they wasted it on Wanda. Why? You give her a show. First of all, you give her in the Avengers part 2. You gave her enough of that. Then you gave her her own goddamn show because she lost her brain, her mind once Vision died. Then you're gonna put it in the. I mean, like, how much you gonna do on this broad, man? I mean, I love the Olsen girl, but all you had to do was open the door, send them up to space, and we don't know what's going on, but we know that that's the Fantastic Four. Just show us the people who are going to be the Fantastic Four going into space, and you can have Doctor Doom right there, and that's it. And in the next movie, you skip over, and then next minute you show what happened to them, and then you come out with the Fantastic Four.
I want to see the Iron Man Galactus Buster armor. It's a real thing.
Who
Dude,
made that? I've never seen it.
It's a real thing. In one of the Earths, the multiverse.
Multiverse.
You're gonna see. They're gonna pull this shit all out of their ass. They'll do it. It's gonna take time.
Will Galactus be more exciting than Kang? Yes.
Well, yeah, I think there's a lot more of a following for Galactus. Galactus will be on the more level of Thanos.
How many people said after Thanos, I want Galactus?
Exactly. That's what you heard next.
Everybody
Exactly.
said 2 people, either Doctor Doom or Galactus.
Yeah.
So
that's what I said.
what's so hard that you don't say, don't waste your time on She-Hulk twerking. Don't waste your time.
Some people wanted to see that.
No, I didn't want
On Daredevil doing the same walk
Waste
with
your
no
time
shoes.
on Wanda and Doctor Doom. Bring back the Inhumans. This time, do it right. You got Reed Richards right there. Let that guy play Reed Richards. Silver Surfer comes in, a real Silver Surfer, not that bullshit that what they did with the Fantastic Four.
CGI.
And this guy's coming to the planet to look for another place for the Galactus to come and eat.
Do you think the masses would want to see Galactus, or this is them doing?
That's the thing. Like,
yeah,
like I think all of the cosmic stuff is not landing. Like, I think they need to get far away from space.
No.
And bring it back, and then work their way back up there, because all of this multiverse, like, comic people get it, but they're not doing it.
The average person doesn't. I think they need to.
Everybody
I think they need to build
know
up.
that just came in
grounded
that doesn't read content are just like, I don't even know what's like, what universe we in, what multiverse, but they don't like none of that stuff is landing.
Yeah, but I think they should. They need to start. They need to start from the beginning.
That's two different things. Multiverse and cosmic is two different things.
Yeah, I get that.
Thanos came from cosmic. The Guardians of the Galaxy was cosmic. You understand what I'm saying? Kind of like they made the Eternal seem like it was cosmic. Not that I care for the.
I just want to see X-Men without no space stuff for a very long time, because there's so much social sort of like stories and content to lead them to the Shira, to lead them to space again, that I don't want to see X-Men get introduced and then fight in Galactus. I don't want to see that right away. I want to see it, but there's so many stories with the Morlocks, with the Savage Lands. I'd rather see all of that stuff than see another big giant Earth threat.
What you have as the
with the genocide.
But I think if they did it like they did the original, that build up, where we started with Iron Man and then they built everything. And the thing is, they started from the ground floor, and literally everyone who was watching is just being educated. And then they went back to the comics and referenced it and so forth. They need to do that again now, in my opinion, with the next villain.
Who would you use as the villain for X-Men then? Who would you introduce the first villain? Would it be the Brotherhood of Mutants?
I'm not an X-Men guy.
Yeah, the Brotherhood of Mutants for sure. And I'll establish that relationship of like sort of make them friends. And then there's a threat that both Eric and Xavier have to deal with, and then you show their difference of opinion, and you show why they split, and you show how they get splintered, and then they form the Brotherhood there, and then like Magneto goes off the rails because something crazy happens, like it does. He's got to protect his and his family and his mutants, and he's pretty much by any means necessary. I would love to see that. If you don't have that conflict, you just got another superhero team. So like, I am not trying for them to just be.
But do you think that's what sells? X-Men. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think
I like what they did.
So what X-Men was Avengers books were getting destroyed by X-Men books in the past because it was more. It's a heavy word nowadays, but it was more. I don't even like saying the word woke, but it was more dealing with like sort of like the Murlocs were people in the sewers, and the mutants were being freaking like they had mutant segregation. You know what I mean? It was these heavy topics that in the superhero rapper, and it was like, oh man, you feel for them because they were like, you know, you could identify. Everybody could identify, no matter what color you were, or whatever. It's just sort of like a group of people being oppressed or being different because of no matter how much they can add to society, no matter how much power, they scared of you because you're different. And it dealt with a lot of that in really ways. And it wasn't one-sided with it. You had Magneto's views on it, and a lot of people sided with him. You had Professor X's views on it, a lot of people sided with him. You had the freaking people who wanted to persecute the mutants, and there are people who sided with them because they all had the point of views, and it wasn't trying to tell you to your face like this is good, this is bad. It's like this is the situation, and get in where you fit in, and we're gonna tell some dope stories within here. X-Men to me is so much more than just a superhero team for me personally, right? And for them to just throw them in the MCU and
look at these superpowers.
It has to be done right.
That will fail so bad for me. It's just sort of like, yo, you deal with like Storm and a claustrophobia and her struggling with leadership because of that, and her getting through that. You struggle with Wolverine and Logan, like, don't want to be part of no team. He ain't like y'all. He's doing whatever the fuck he wants until he grows and becomes part of the team. And him and Scott become cool. Eventually they split off because it's comics. But like, depending on the run, you got to develop each one of those characters. And you don't do that in the midst of space battle. Those got to be more intimate style of storytelling. And I think that right there will be so different that nobody's going to be worried about a big super Earth threat until they're ready, until you know the team and you know what did they do to get to the point where we're ready for this, because they're a brotherhood of mutants who come back to the X-Men and vice versa. And like, I'm sick of your shit, Charles. This ain't working. I'm going with
It ain't working.
You know what I mean? That's what I want to see.
That's what
Kicking the doors in.
Yeah, no,
that's why I love shows like that's why I love shows like Game of Thrones, right? Because they focus on individual stories, and that's why it was so successful. They focused on the story of this person, this family, that family, this person, or whatever. And then that's why when they all branch off in like other seasons or episodes, we all are invested now because we care about each individual story and what they go through. And when they come back together, now we're like, wow. So if they could do it like that, X-Men, like touch on all these individual stories and then bring it together, so that way when they leave and do their own thing, we all care. You know what I mean? So I agree.
Dude, I'm telling you, like they built robots, the Sentinels, like Star Trek was saying, Nimrod, just there to capture and imprison and poke and experiment on these X-Men, dude. That's X-Men. And that's X-Men to me. X-Men means something different to everybody, but the Phoenix Saga too, like that's why I hated those movies, dude. They ain't do that shit right.
They killed it, man. That's my favorite song.
Hey, so CriPPleR, what'd you think about First Class, X-Men First Class?
I didn't like any of those. Like, none of the Fox movies. To me, they were decent mutant movies, but none of them were like X-Men movies to me. Like that. And I'm not even talking about the cartoon. I'm talking about from the books. These were just sort of like, I'm a movie studio and I'm gonna tell some story with these mutants. None of it really light up. They had some of the character, but the first one was good. I really liked the first X-Men movie because just like everything else, we have never seen anything like that on screen. So seeing the claws come out for the first time, split through, was like, that shit was dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was.
But it never really captured the school the way that I thought about it, and like all of the stuff that happens in the school. You could do a whole run of comics on X-Men just in the mansion, because there were just so many character relationships and differences and struggles that they would have to deal and get through. And I'm not saying that's what I would want fully, but I'm just saying that if you wanted to, you could do that, because those characters are so rich and well thought out and complemented each other. And there was polar opposites. Like you had your, what if Wolverine was more savage and killed and used his power? Well, that was Sabretooth. That's what he could have turned into.
So CriPPleR, do you think
always in the groups turn into?
Do you think it's because they're trying to do blockbuster, like, hey, this is the trilogy, 1, 2, 3, whatever it is, as opposed to we have like a phase or a plan where we can build out a story and then build out this and take our time to be a grounded, slow story like Iron Man 1.
Yes.
You know, it's like we got to do blockbuster. Let's make the money. We got to do a 2. Let's make the money. Let's do a 3.
That's the biggest. Yes, because I think what's happening right now is I don't think they're ready to do X-Men. I think they would have rushed it. I don't like. It would have been good because X-Men name is so good. People would have seen it, but I don't. It could be like Star Wars. It's the biggest thing in the world, but it's not like universally loved like it could be. So I think that there's potential of that happening to X-Men. So what I would love for them to do is just sort of like, I would love for them to get rid of this multiverse saga as quick as possible. Start the mutant saga. You don't even really need anything. X-Men hold down Marvel while every other book was failing except Spider-Man. Just on X-Men alone, there's so many stories there. They can have stories where it starts off with the core, then it goes into like, you know, you got Excalibur, you got X-Factor, you got X-Force, you got all of this. Those can be their spin-off movies and what they branch off to. And you don't even need the Avengers, and you don't even need none of that stuff. Like and they can meet them and see them, but X-Men is its own universe. They got their own cosmic side. They got their own hells. They got their own magic. Like they don't need anybody else but the X-Men to make a universe that is richer than anything we've seen in the MCU. So like, not saying they get rid of all of the other stuff, but if they focus on X-Men to do X-Men right, it leads to cosmic, it leads to sorcery, it leads to all of this stuff naturally, but they can't rush it and just show it and be like, what is happening here? So I hope that's
so mad when they introduced my boy Bishop. I'm like, why they do this to my brother, man? I like they brought him. I like my brother came in and out quick. I was like, come on, man.
He was in and out.
How you do, my boy?
That was a good look though. He had with the dreads.
Yeah, man. But that was such a waste, man.
Yeah.
Rashid, who would you like to see as the first core X-Men introduced if MCU was able to do it? Like, who would be your team?
You mean the villain or the team?
No, like
the team,
like the main X-Men. Would you take it back to Claremont, or would you bring it more to
Claremont?
Yep.
Claremont all the way. And
I
want Angela Bassett Storm. I don't want the Halle Berry Storm. I want like an Angela Bassett leading the Storm. She has to be. I want to see her as the leader. You know?
She's too old now.
Nah.
I didn't say Angela Bassett. Did you hear what I said?
I like Angela.
Listen, I said I want an Angela Bassett acting Storm.
Style type, yeah.
Right.
Style. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you wanted her.
I agree.
I would like
He wants a season Storm.
Angela Bassett on her prime was so
A season
great.
Storm.
Oh, yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question. I know people didn't like. There was a lot of people I was surprised didn't like Black Panther 2, right? They didn't like Shuri being Black Panther. Since we had lost Chadwick Boseman, I felt like I think it would have been epic more if Angela Bassett was Black Panther because she was the queen. Even though I know in the comic book Shuri takes the mantle. Yeah. But I felt like I would like to see Angela Bassett go against Namor. What do you think? Or no, you just...
I think, yeah. You know me, I'm like, I wish they would have just recasted him. But
me too. I'm sorry the brother died. He was a great actor. Yeah. But come on now.
Yeah.
It happens in Hollywood all the time.
It's like, yo, I set the blueprint and I'm going to pass it off like the baton to the next brother. Because, there we go. We're in there.
People would have took it
they
as... They
could just fast forward it to a song.
Some people would have took it as, damn, they just recast
disrespect.
But they actually did recast him. But to me, I like how they recasted him with his son.
I like that. Yeah. That was the best part.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's probably one of the best parts of that movie. You know,
that movie was horrible.
I respect that, but I didn't like that at all.
Namor, garbage. Just
you didn't like the kid,
that's all it is garbage.
Let me ask you a question. What did you think was garbage about Namor though?
He was up. He first. I don't know.
Well, Slifer never acted before, so that was his first role. So like, you gotta give him.
Yeah, Slifer, but that was his first role. He needed to work. He had to get a SAG card.
After watching,
give Slifer a break.
After watching Black Panther 1, watching it is like this was a joke in my opinion.
Hold on, let me hold on. What do you think?
I don't know. He seemed weak. He just seemed.
Do you think? Hold on, but let's keep it real. Did you think that with Namor, you think they made it too cultural with Namor? Then because I think that they had, I respect the culture and I love culture, but maybe they did too much and just because we wanted to see like a Namor Aquaman. And I mean, like, what do you think? They made.
I don't think it's necessarily cultural. I just think it's the acting and the. I don't mind the cultural and the whole the way it was portrayed. Right. I just think the acting and the scenes, the final scene between him and her was just lackluster. It was just I feel this is for kids. Yeah. I feel like we're watching this for kids.
Yeah. I didn't feel any emotion behind anything, man.
Yeah, no.
it felt like forced. It didn't feel real.
Exactly.
When I watched all these interactions.
Well,
But the scene with his son, that was incredible. Like that's where I was like, wow.
I mean, do you think that they did, we'll play like this? Do you think they did what they could because of the circumstances, though?
I
Maybe.
don't.
I'd rather them not put out the movie then.
Yeah, I'd rather
If you can't do it right, don't do it at all.
Yeah.
If they were too emotionally,
And they should take that Flash bullshit out of here.
the what?
That Flash should have never been seen a
Oh.
day.
Yeah, no. I think if they were too like, if whenever they do something and it affects the lore and the core material, they need to revisit it or get somebody else to do it because they were so attached to Chadwick because of their friendship, which is cool and respectable. Just say, you know what, I can't do that, and let somebody else come in and do it. Because at that point, when you say that you weaken Wakanda because, like, you know, now the heart, you can get sick and you could die. Like, their whole thing is like they solved all of these diseases. There's no mystery diseases.
I remember you had said that, but you know what else? Another things, I don't know if you pinpointed it, but somebody said, and I agree. Nobody came to the funeral from the Avengers.
Yeah. Yep.
Like,
That's stupid. Yeah.
they, you know,
he was the biggest dude.
and I understand they should have did it right where they said, listen, get the, because you know the Avengers, he was a big part of.
Of course.
Yeah.
There is no reason why he wouldn't have been there.
It's lazy writing. It's money.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you this. This is how it's going to be, guys.
Maybe they couldn't get out the actors.
We
The
lived
saddest
through
part of that movie was the emotional
we
attachment
lived
to
through
the
the
actor,
best
not the character.
10 years of Marvel, and we should just be grateful for that.
I am,
because it's
I-
not going to
I think
happen
about
again.
that all of the time, John. I'm like, yo, nobody could take away from me
Nope.
phase 1 through 3, dude.
That was
bought,
like prime,
every hot
man.
toy.
Infinity
I
Saga
was
was
like the
gold, man.
biggest
Yep.
fanboy.
Yeah.
I felt like a kid. It was the best, and Marvel gave us to that. And half of that was done before Disney got their hands in it,
Yep.
and Thanos was already in the process. And that's because those core writers, that's why I always say the writers and then the directors, because those writers, McFeely, like
Iron Man
these
1?
guys.
Poof.
Mm.
That
They
movie
took it-
still holds up today.
Yep.
Did you like?
And that's the
Iron
thing.
Man 2? I
Say
like
it
Iron
again?
Man 2. Did you like Iron Man?
I
2?
loved Iron Man 2. Was good too.
Yeah, I like Iron Man 2 as well.
Sucked though. Iron Man.
Iron Man 3 struggled.
I
And
like
that's
seeing
the
all the
thing.
suits though.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a
that was
lot
nice.
more merchandise came out of Iron Man 3 than
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
Iron Man.
But what they did to the
Oh.
Mandarin and all that, no.
Yeah, no. And I think that's what's crazy. Even the worst, and there was some
I thought that
movies
was
like the
funny,
regular Thor
though.
or whatever. They were even at their worst for phase 1 through 3. It was still better than everything. Like
That's
the
coming
first
out
Thor
now,
movie is
exactly.
way better than the freaking.
Trevor Slattery.
I loved all three of the Captain Americas. I loved all three of them.
Me too. Those are probably my
Yeah.
favorite out of the two.
I didn't watch
Iron
Winter
Man
Soldier
1
yet.
is great, but there's
Oh, you gotta watch Winter Soldier, John.
I know.
You gotta watch.
Oh, Winter
Oh,
Soldier is
yeah.
probably one of the
That's what everyone
greatest.
says.
Got
It's in
to
my
watch.
top
Love
5
Winter
for sure.
Yeah.
Espionage was great,
Yeah.
man. Spy.
There's something wrong with you, man.
I know. I really got.
You've been hanging out with Cash too long.
You know what happened is once I kind of met my significant other, life changed. Right, it's more work and
I've
And
been
romance.
seen
Important
Winter
things, so-
Soldier.
That's
now I can kind of catch up. Yeah, I don't have time to watch the movies and shit. But,
that's a bunch of bullshit.
hey, zip it.
Uh,
Whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know, I don't like. It's just like with DC. I mean, my thing is Dark Side. Come on, that should have been their biggest thing because everybody wanted to see Superman fights Dark
Let's
Side.
not even talk about that stuff.
You know?
You're gonna trigger John.
I feel like DC now. It's time for them to
The animated movies is off the hook. Off the
Yeah.
hook.
for
And that's
DC.
what's sad is like they could do like
DC
the DC.
DC
Like
I
they
agree
could
with
have a
you.
war
I love their
between
animated.
Themyscira
Animated is
and freaking
Up
Atlanteans.
there. DC anime is up there.
I love their animated.
So
When I saw
Yes.
Super Sons with the Star
Oh, you seen that? That was nice.
I didn't know that was gonna be that good. I thought it was like, let me watch this shit.
Flashpoint is
I
amazing.
I love Starro. A lot of people don't give that creature its props.
Star
Like
Wars.
that's one thing I respect about James Gunn, though. That's one thing I did like about him, that he
Yeah.
Starro, and a lot of people didn't know about Starro, but he's an organ. I mean, that creature's crazy, man. So when I saw it coming out of people's mouths and shit,
Yeah.
This animation is off.
And they did it like like when they go like I give like when they did Starro, I was like, did they pull this
You know what
off?
was good too?
The guy's nuts.
Reign of the Supermans was good too, man.
I don't think I've seen that one. I probably
Watch
own it and
that.
haven't
See,
seen
I
it.
love
Gotta check it out.
Cyborg Superman. I don't know why. I don't know what is it about him, but love Cyborg.
This is their fresh start. So
Yeah.
let's see what happens. They can now do. They don't have much competition now with Marvel, so they can come in and really get people's eyes if it's done properly. People don't have hope.
Now I'm with you, John. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm not gonna see him. I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
If it sucks, I'm gonna be the first. Like Rashid to tell you, I like the Flash trailer. I did not like the movie, so like I'm the first to tell you, like I love Snyder's Rebel Moon trailer. We'll see if he can make a good movie. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie.
Hold on, was Flash Snyder?
No. I'm just saying.
no.
Like,
Who did Flash?
like with James Gunn, I'm just giving more of the benefit of the doubt of like, I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. I didn't see it. But you know how a lot of people is like, James Gunn killed my children and all of that, rightfully so. The DC's universe has been dead. James Gunn is either gonna stay dead.
Yeah.
It ain't like, you know what I mean?
Who
Or is
directed
it-
Flash? Do you know?
No.
Some guy named Gotti, I think.
Massetti.
Oh, okay. So
Machete.
it wasn't.
Machete, yeah, Machete.
The dude from It. Which It 1 was amazing. It 2 was garbage.
So that's fine. You let
It's
DC die with
boosted.
Flash now, and now you
So,
from the rubble. Let's see what comes out of it.
Star Child 100%.
Resurrected.
If they can't do better than the Avengers with X-Men, they need to sell the franchise.
No,
Yeah,
Okay.
Disney just needs to let go of everything.
You ever think maybe we just have a flooded market with superhero movies? Maybe it's people are like getting a real tired of it right now. Need something
I don't think I think people are tired of the bad writing
Of shit,
and being
yeah.
like, and because I think
Yeah.
if anything, one good thing come around, people will be back on board with it. I think
How Blue Beetle? Anybody
Blue Beetle, people are raving about it. People are saying it's really good.
really,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. It's so bad. It's DC's been so bad for so long that people aren't risking it anymore. They're gonna wait till it come home, watch it, and be like, okay, maybe if they do another Blue Beetle, I'll be excited. But nobody's going to see something called Blue Beetle after seeing The Flash. And, you know, for the people who didn't enjoy it, they burnt out. And the same goes for Marvel. Like, I wouldn't say equally. They're both bad, though, to the point where, and it's easily the writing, some of the CGI on both sides have just been really bad.
What about
and
Black
cheap
Adam?
looking.
Black Adam was good.
Black Adam looked better visually.
I liked it.
At least for the most part. But I just think that the character of Black Adam is not, you know, that it was The Rock. It
didn't
wasn't
like him?
Black Adam. You know,
I didn't
what
like the ending with that. I didn't like that villain
Oh
at the
man,
end.
that
That was
villain at the
bad.
end was so bad.
Yeah.
But I do like, you know, Mr. Fate, Dr. Fate. I liked
Pierce Brosnan. Yeah. He did
I
well.
like all of the side characters. It's just the two, like what was it? Atom Smasher and what was the girl's name? Whatever
I
her name
forget.
was. Like they came out to do a little fight and then they go back into the car until we need you. You know what I mean? It's sort of like I don't know, but now that they're all out, I think Black Adam was probably the best out of all of the DC stuff that came post, you know, Snyder stuff and all of that stuff. Like
He was
out of the
straight killing fools.
The Shazams, the Wonder Woman 84s, all of that shit. Is just sort of
Oh my god! Even in
Cyclone, that's
Flash,
it. Pop.
when Wonder Woman comes and what? No,
Why are you?
that
even
was so
like-
garbage.
And they said the same joke they used in the freaking
No.
Justice League movie with the rope. It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, no. That was not. It was okay. It wasn't the worst.
Yeah.
Worst. I like the Flash suit, and I do like later on in the movie, midway through, where he kind of goes back to his home and stuff like that. I appreciated that. But when they brought the Justice League in and Batman and this, no, that stayed out then.
Yeah, I would love for them to take the same approach that they're doing with their line outside, which is like the Joker, the Batman, and just have good writing of stories, and then eventually try to fill in the gaps and then like connect. You know,
Because
You guys
DC
make me
has
wanna go
some
watch
of
a
the
movie
best
now.
written comic books. Like a lot of their stories get a little more
Court of
intricate, a
Owls.
little more nuanced
oh, I love
than
that.
the Marvel stuff. And I love the Marvel stuff, but I like them because they were different. They were different. You were dealing with like, gods and monsters and stuff like that, and everybody is like bigger than life. And Marvel was always just the like, yo, with great power comes great responsibility.
Exactly, yeah.
How am I gonna balance my secret identity? Like it was a lot of that, and they both were great, and they were different enough. And now it's just sort of like the movies are trying to turn DC gods into these MCU style, not even MCU style comic people. That is just not working. So,
I'm like midway of into Across the Spider-Verse. I think that's the latest one.
oh man, yes, that Blu-ray should be coming. 4K
That's not
Blu-ray
too
should be
bad.
coming.
I'm watching it midway through that. I personally love the first one.
Yeah.
So far, this one's, I don't know. It's
I
cool. It's a
think that's
different
my
approach.
favorite movie this year is that
So far, yeah.
A movie? What movie?
Across the Spider-Verse.
Across the Spider-Verse. Yeah.
A little bit
I like
all-
the first one better so
a little bit
far.
all over the place, man. For me,
Yeah, I can see why. For me, it was just I love the family dynamic with Miles and the parents.
sure,
I
yeah,
love I love what it means to be
I love the ending though.
No,
a canon event. Yeah.
Don't do it.
The ending is one of yeah. I'm not gonna say
Come
anything
on.
about it.
No, it's what month we in, bro?
But he's in the middle of
Okay.
watching it. He's in the
See you
middle
guys.
of
Good
watching.
night.
No,
I'm kidding. But it's cool. I appreciate those animated movies because
Yeah.
they are well written and the effects and everything are. I love the effects.
Dude, if you pay attention, you will look at, and you know the art style of Spider-Gwen's comics. And I
Yeah.
used to read that to my daughter to try and get her into comics, like the Spider-Gwen stuff, because I was a Spider-Man dude. And I was like, oh, let me get her some
I
Spider-Gwen
can
stuff.
say
The crazy thing is, like, that art style, when it's up, is straight out of that book. And then when you go to Miles, it's more ultimate. And then it mixes together. Like, and then you'll see them mix together in brilliant ways, dude. Like, those art styles
Yeah.
are freaking...
Keith
like-
just asked, "How did you not watch the whole thing?" Well, I was lucky enough to watch Flash, which is a 2-hour movie right
He
there.
did. He watched the movie.
So then I got halfway through. You know what I've been watching on a constant rerun this week, every day? Toy Story, man.
Toy Story.
With the
Toy
little one.
Story.
With the little one. Oh man, fucking that movie. That's still one of the best movies. I want the old Disney Pixar days back.
That Disney company is completely different across the board.
Oh,
The Pixar
it's a
stuff is
travesty.
failing now. Like, it ain't even... Disney is destroying so many properties right now that it ain't even funny. So, like, I was hoping that I would turn on Ahsoka. And like I said, Ahsoka is not offensive to me and bad in any major way. It's just not like the Knights of the Old Republic style of content that I'm looking for, that they have the potential. Star Wars have the potential to be nothing better. Like, the characters are so rich.
With the
conflict
technology
that they
we have
with each other,
nowadays,
the
100%.
technology, like, they like, and Ahsoka's not that. Like, you can enjoy
It's writing.
and
It
it'd be
comes down to
good,
writing. Yeah.
but it's
A lot of untapped potential.
like I
You're
said,
right.
like, yeah, they got Ezra there, but I don't care about him like I care about some of the other characters, right? Ahsoka's there, but she only seen the first episode, but she's mostly just
Like when the first episode, the first opening scene when she's getting the map, I fell asleep twice.
I know, it's just
I
like,
fell asleep twice.
I'm like, where's your attitude? Like, Ahsoka's spunky as fuck.
You're not
Nah, she
Star
cool.
Wars.
I
she's
enjoy,
older now,
I
isn't
enjoy
she?
Star Wars. No, I appreciate Star Wars for sure.
Listen, appreciating Star Wars and being a fan of Star Wars are two different things, bro.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
No, it is, because the thing is, you don't have the passion to see. Like, I watched the character. That's the thing I like about Ahsoka, is I watched the character grow.
That's the thing. I don't know the backstory. That's
And
where.
that's what I'm trying to say.
Well, but then you just said I'm not a fan. That's a little different. But
But I do think that it's their job to turn John into a
I don't
fan
like
and give him
cartoons.
that
That's-
passion.
You
Like,
don't
and
like
I don't think it's doing that.
like I know Rebels is well written, and I do plan to watch it. I just need some time. But the animation in the Rebels is not very good.
Shit, he doesn't like cartoons. I still wear cartoons to this. I still watch cartoons.
No, I'm fine with cartoons that are well done. Rebels doesn't look. I watched some clips from Rebels. It doesn't look like it's a well.
Did you watch the whole thing? Yes or no?
No.
All right, then you can't say nothing.
Okay, I will start it. I will watch it and then we'll talk. I appreciate a good animated movie or show, but it has to be.
No, for real, John. Trust me. I thought the Rebels was going to be garbage. I was like, "What is this kiddie bullshit?"
I remember you saying that you weren't a fan of the.
Of the chopper, and I said, "What is this bullshit?" I said, I'm not paying attention to this crap." And then my man was like, "No, you got to watch Rebels," and I watched Rebels, and it gets very serious.
It's good.
Yeah. Is that how you attack all the anime that you watch, Rashid?
Wow.
Yeah.
I just want the days like when Mandalorian season 1 came out.
No bullshit at anime. If it's bullshit, I ain't watching. Like, I'm be honest, when it comes to Batman, I watch the anime, The Batman.
Yeah.
I like how that's drawn.
The animated series.
Even though Joker looks different, he looks like a reggae guy and everybody else. I prefer the Batman animated series.
I want them to do like a world's finest like that. I think that Superman and Batman relationship was on point.
Oh,
yeah, we'll see what happens.
I didn't watch that one, but I did like what was the one where him and Supergirl came to the planet and Darkseid? Oh man, that was hot.
Oh, the Apocalypse Wars?
No, not Apocalypse Wars. When Supergirl came to the planet, and Batman was like, of course, Batman was being.
I think that was like a father figure. I think that was Superman Apocalypse. Superman. I think it was called Apocalypse. Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah,
the end fight scene was crazy.
That was crazy. Superman and Supergirl tag teaming.
Right. Yeah, man. And they both were taking on Darkseid. So can you imagine a real scene of Darkseid? I mean, Darkseid was busting ass, and they was hardly ripping his costume.
Sent him back though. He said, "Don't come back."
it took both of them to fight his ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Superman had to give him all he got, and he still was having a problem. So.
No, yeah, I do think a lot of this. I think a lot of the statue excitement comes from like stuff that we love, and I don't think a lot of studios is delivering on a lot of stuff to make us love it right now. So I think it's a lot of the nostalgia that's holding it down for me personally.
Did y'all like the Skrull invasion?
I hated it.
God damn.
Nope.
I could tell you why. I'm not the type to just say I hate it because I hated it. It's because
bored, man.
Because Secret Invasion to me was more interesting when you didn't know which superhero was a Skrull, not which no ordinary person. And when the only person that was the major Skrull was Rhodey, it's like, you already lost me. And then freaking Nick Fury is one of the most badass humans in the MCU anyway, and have him hobbling around and just sort of like
I tried to start that one too,
and just like everybody else is outsmarting him, and then like I'm like Samuel L. Jackson was a perfect person to do this role, and they didn't give him anything to show why he's freaking.
They even made it a theme throughout the whole show. You're not as quick to think as you were. You're 4 steps behind now. They established that the whole show. I'm like, come on.
Hold on, I gotta beg to differ because they already approved Nick Fury from when he played in Winter Soldier. When he knew those cops was rolling up on him, and he knew something was funny, and then they all blocked him in. The way he was controlling that onboard computer in the truck, and he was like, you telling them, hold up, wait, because remember he was breaching his shields on the truck, on the SUV, and he was like, nah, wait a minute. And the thing kept saying, ready to shoot, and then he was like, not yet. Now do it. I mean,
that is one of my that's Nick. Where was that Nick Fury at? Is what I'm talking about. Like that Nick Fury is dope. That wasn't the Nick. This Nick Fury we got right here was just sort of like, all right, I'm just, It was actually the daughter that was Nick Fury when it came to time to freaking approach the villain at the end, the Super Skrull, because Nick Fury was dealing with some. He was dealing with a hospital that had the president of the United States and it guarded by 1 or 2 dudes when it's the president of the United States, and the empty ass hospital looked like it was just straight out of like, it looked cheap as heck. But my whole thing there is like, move all of that to the side. I wanted to know, oh shit, is Captain America's? oh no, Captain Marvel was the Skrull this time. Oh no, it was actually Tom Holland Spider-Man's a Skrull now. Playing with people like that when you first find out it was Drew, like it was more about, yo, if this superhero is a Skrull and has that power, they are all warheads. They were all nukes, and you don't know where these nukes are. And that nuke could be you, Rashid, or that could be you. But instead, it was just sort of like, we already know it's Kavik or whatever his name is.
Did you like any of the
They should have made Robert Downey Jr. a Skrull when he snapped.
Like, dude.
It was so underwhelming. Man.
Now they can bring him back.
That show, I can say that show is a doorway to bring back certain people.
Of course, that's all it's for. Exactly.
You know.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They concentrate like the same with the multiverse. It's all of this, and comics do it too, but at least they do it in a ways that make sense. But like all of this stuff is like could be used as like we can bring anybody up because of time and multiverse and now Skrulls. And I think they should just focus on like think about it. Like what did we have? We had Falcon, we had Miss Marvel, we had Scarlet Witch, we had She-Hulk, Hawkeye, Loki. It's been years, and it led up to jack shit so far.
Yeah,
where in the same time we had like 3 Avenger movies. You know what I mean? And they could have done, and I think that what they were trying to do is like lead up to like Young Avengers and Thunderbolts, which they announced. And I think they're doing something with the team that has the Black Knight in it, and some people from what is that team that it's so bad that Eternals, like nothing is leading up to anywhere, and everything that you watch makes something else more confusing, and it's sort of like I don't know what's happening right now. I think that Thunderbolt team looks whack as hell. Who's that team? It's like all
wiggity whack.
It's like all of them are pretty much the same character, as far as like there's no variety in the style of character. And the only interesting one they had on there with powers was Ghost, and she's not in the movie. They wrote her out the movie, so now it's just straight up.
Time will tell now.
Super soldiers. But
I mean, are there any new characters within these new like shows and movies that anybody would actually collect and for statues? Really? I mean,
only if you still like them from the comics, and that's what I mean by going back to the nostalgia berries, because like that's why I'm collecting the X-Men is because of my nostalgia. They can never take that away from me. The Transformers, they can never take that away from me. Not saying that none of these new stuffs can take something from me or not, but it's just not motivating me. Yeah. I'm not like a fan of it. I only get stuff that I'm a huge fan of.
I gotta agree with Crip. If we waited for the movie to, because I still read the comic books. I'm into the comic books. So when I bought my Black Bolt, he just finished fighting Thanos, you know, and it was like a bad battle scene. But if we wait till the movie to inspire us, I wouldn't even be buying statues then. So it's strictly because I'm a comic head and I go by the comics that I go by why I pick the certain characters that I do.
My collection would have been way different if I would have loved a lot of this stuff right now. I love the Transformers. I'm glad I got into that line, but there's something, the hype is real. And if I was hype off of like, let's say this next phase of movies I would have still got comic versions of it, but let's say like they were killing it with like Thor, and Thor's always one of my favorites. That's why I got the Breaker of Brimstone stuff. They would have came out with another Thor, and I just seen the movie where Thor was killing it and lightning coming down everywhere and Loki summoning frost giants, and I'd have been like, yo, I gotta get me that Thor. You know what I mean? Yeah. But now I'm like, no, I got my Breaker of Brimstone. I'm good. I was like, dude. I do. Dude. Everything is motivated by what you currently into and nostalgia.
In the movie, man, it's like Thor in a comic book is never. He's always been like this. This I'm the god, the king. Like how the kid did it in the beginning.
Very serious,
right? But they made him like he used to beg for battle, Thor, and then they make him into like a joke and shit.
It's getting so bad. We have Stormbreaker and Mjolnir as
And I
fighting
love
interests.
Triangle. I know. That's how
Like, what
bad it is.
I like that.
Oh yeah,
Is this the
like
real?
yeah, like
It's
love
just-
interest. Like
Like
And
wow.
Thor's comedy,
oh, he's not
even in
here.
the book, came from being a fish out of the water, right? He was like doing Thor things, heroic, Thor, blah, blah. But it was like on Earth. So people were like, thou shall have, or, it came from like, yo, they actually talk like that where he's from.
the art thou.
But it wasn't
love that,
him making
yeah.
a fool out of
Knave.
himself and doing slapstick and all of that stuff. It was
Fiend.
him being real serious, and people like, yo, this dude really serious. You know what I mean?
I will throttle thee.
Yeah, yes,
Or
exactly.
Odin's son.
Yep.
I
It's
will
like
throttle thee to the inch of your life.
classic barbarian stuff, right? Thor, like,
Thee
but
shall
yeah.
leave my sight.
Yo, when
Get
I
away from me, barbarian.
what was the last one?
Be away, barbarian.
Love and Thunder.
I said, let me go check this movie out.
We don't talk about that.
I couldn't believe that split. It broke them apart by doing that split. I said,
Yeah.
come on, you can't be serious, man.
Even Russell Crowe was a joke in that movie.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
the
Lightning
orgy.
bolt that looked like a freaking Transformer toy.
Zeus.
And-
Garbage.
Oh,
It's like,
the orgy, what is that? The season
Oh,
regional orgy, some shit like
The
that.
goats. Everything was
Like
stupid.
what the heck? The
yes,
goats.
everything.
I did like some scenes with Christian Bale though. The God
That's the
Killer.
problem. It felt like
He was
in
the
a
best
different
part of
movie.
it.
Yeah, there
Like,
was some
he would
scenes
be
where
doing
he
some
just-
I was watching
serious
2 movies.
drama. And think about the very first scene when he first meets the God, right? And he's like, "My people, I did everything." He was like, the God is like, "I didn't tell you to do that."
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
And then he's like serious again. He's like, it seems like one was doing one performance and the other was doing the other, and they just put them together.
Let's
like,
give all the kids weapons.
Yeah, it's kind of whatever.
What is happening?
But we
Yeah.
could wind it down here right now at the 2-hour mark. Everyday collector, and we'll have like right now. Like I told the guys that I didn't have time to prep much because something came up with work, so I had to make sure I take care of all of that stuff. And so next week we'll have more events and all of that good stuff. So, but I didn't want to cancel the
We had
show.
a pretty
and I
good
didn't-
convo tonight.
You
That's what
you
I'm
have
saying.
Batman prep time.
Yeah, I didn't have Batman prep time, so we just wanted to still come in here, hang out, say what's up to the people, and just talk and see where it goes. But next week we should be back. Prep some stuff a little earlier. That way, just in case something else come up, I'm not left without like doing none of that
Everybody was a
stuff.
little bit missing this week, man. Vader wasn't there. Steve wasn't there. I mean, casual,
Oh, he got bit by a radioactive. You heard what happened to Steve?
Fatal went back
Oh,
to work.
shit. So what? Yeah, what happened was, so Steve, right? He was on his way to pick up a friend of his from the airport, right? And then he stopped to get food at like a 7-Eleven. I told that fool never go into a 7-Eleven, right? And then what happened was like he seen these ants by like the hot dog spinning machine that turns and then like that. It was a whole bunch of ants, right? And before he moved, they just jumped on him and they started biting him and biting him and biting him. And so then he got the venom of the ants, right? And then on top of that, a roach bit him on the neck right here. And we don't know if he's going to be a villain or a superhero now. But we hoping everything goes well with him.
I can't believe you just wasted our fucking.
I heard he. I heard it. I heard he was. I heard something else. I heard he was holding a bottle of Pine Sol and he went outside,
Hey,
got electrocuted. So I don't know, man.
Oh, so,
hey,
I think it
I was
happened
rolling.
right
I
after
was
the
rolling with
ants.
CriPPleR until the cockroach came in.
Yo, Craig
Yeah,
Critical.
Apparently
love
turned into
me a
Mr. Clean.
cockroach.
I don't
I was
fucking
with
know.
the ants.
I'm believing him now. And the second rose came, and he's like, "Stop! Are you joking?"
And then what happened?
On the
Started
neck.
tweaking?
You know what? I knew he was going to say some stupid shit. He started to say he got bit by a radioactive spider. I just heard his ass earlier. And I said, did he just say that
It's
shit?
just sad, man. Come on, what do you?
Yeah.
It was shocking, but like he was like,
It
yo, I
was
wanted to do a show, but he's right now half roach and half ant,
You stupid.
and some type of human is still in him, but we don't know how much.
Is he
So he
in
don't
a
wanna be in
cocoon
the show.
right now?
We call him Rant Man.
Rant man casual
Rant
right
man.
now. We hope he doesn't turn into a villain, and hope he can still do his show. But nah, Steve's cool. He's just chilling.
Casual fly. Casual fly. Remember Broom Fly from the
The fly.
Oh,
Brenda
Brenda Fly. Brenda
That's
Fly.
before our time. I
That's a
forget.
good
That's
one.
before our time.
God damn, John. Fuck, man. Will you watch some fucking movies, man?
What are you talking about? What year was that?
It don't care. It don't matter. Bro.
That's like,
It matters,
what was that,
brother.
90 something?
Superfly and the Mac.
80?
Superfly.
That was not before I was born, but guess what? I still watch the movies, man.
That's true. I watched Sanford and
Hey,
Son
John
too.
doesn't watch modern
Anything-
movies. What makes
Nah,
you
nah,
think?
nah. Let me tell you something. Anything sci-fi, you should be watching. Anything sci-fi, you
Yeah,
should
but
be watching.
life gets in the way, man. Rashid, come on.
This new generation sucks. man.
Life gets in the way, Rashid. Life gets
Look
in
at
the
him.
way.
Look at him putting his family before sci-fi.
Can you imagine someone doing that, man?
man.
What kind of geek are you?
Fuck.
What kind of geek are you? You're putting your family first.
Shout out to Redeemer.
My daughter was born.
Redeemer.
My daughter was born. No lies.
Sir?
My daughter, and I thought she was gonna cry through Man of Steel. I swear to God.
I swear to me.
She put my daughter on her breast, and it was over. She just slept through the whole goddamn movie.
Disappointed.
How old was your daughter?
She was only like 2 years old.
This guy's thinking 2-year-old to go watch Man of Steel.
Yo, I think since we don't have
Wake up.
anime boy representation, I'm gonna let Justin Bum hit me up. Should I start My Hero? That's the one that came up as #1 that I
Dude,
should watch out of the
I watch
new
anime, man.
anime.
Yes, you should watch it.
You watching?
Yeah.
Yes, you should watch it.
Yeah, I watched
I
it.
should
Good
watch My
show.
Hero.
Watch
Somebody
it.
told me. Someone told me that it has one of the best scenes, and they think it's season 2 out of any anime ever. Is this true?
I don't know if I would say that, but it's one of the best.
And
One of the
CriPPleR,
best.
if you got at least 3 years,
You dropped out.
What?
There was a reason that.
if you got it,
Sure, Sam. We losing you. I'm not muting him.
Blink twice if you're under hostage.
So I'll say My Hero Academia was one of the first animes I started with my kids, and I introduced them to anime through that.
Where can I watch it?
And it
Is
was
it like Netflix or
That
Hulu?
parenting is questionable.
Crunchyroll.
Hulu
Hulu has
Crunchyroll,
it.
Funimation, some of the three.
You
All right,
started
I
your
think I
kids on
have to.
anime? What are you doing, FBJ? We're supposed to be ending the anime.
Nah. Oh, they're very
Ani-
well schooled on the old school.
Anime
stuff,
is
but
awesome.
Watch anime. They watch anime.
Yeah, like there was because I always joke. I was telling some people in some of my friends, and I was just sort of like, it ain't like I don't hate anime at all. I just stopped watching back in the days, just life stuff, right? And I'm like, if I was to start now, I was like, I tried Dragon Ball Z. That ain't. The only
That
ones
wasn't for me.
I
That
watch
wasn't
are
me.
the supers, and that's the one Buck says I shouldn't watch. I watch the supers and the ones that come in the movies, and I enjoy
Yeah.
those. But like the freaking 100 episodes of the other one.
One Piece and all that. You'll not catch me.
Keith just said his son's watching.
I'm actually watching One Piece right now, FBJ.
I'm watching
You got
4
some
pieces
episodes,
here
right?
right now.
They got about, I don't know,
You got 4
20
piece?
seasons.
Yo, I ate a 4-piece in the
I just ordered a 6-piece. Yeah.
Did
No,
you?
but
Was
Buck
it good?
Buck sent me some sort of anime show to watch, and I started a couple minutes of it. It actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna try
Which
to
one
get
was
into
it? Maybe we
don't
can just watch the same
Is it
one.
like
He was on
jujitsu?
he was on top
Demon
of a
Slayer?
church. It was like
This is what somebody told me. What Justin Bum said is like, My Hero is great, and then they say, there was like, it's a show that was like a 9 or a 10 for like 2-3 seasons, and then after that it's just doot, 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 doot. But they said it might be coming back. I don't know, but then they got me when they said there's a scene, one of the fighting scenes, and one of the scenes is probably one of the best in
There's a lot of
all
good scenes in
anime.
there. There's a lot of good
A lot of
scenes.
good fighting.
Yeah.
It's a good show.
All right, Atticus. Because the thing is, like, the characters and stuff I do like. It ain't like I hate the Dragon Ball Z characters and all that. It's just the melodrama of the same thing over and
Yeah.
over. Not
Let me tell you one thing that did not grasp me with Dragon Ball Z when I was young, because I watched it with my brother, is when
That's Chris
a
Tron.
spirit bomb took like 2 seasons to form. And I'm like, at what point are you gonna throw that spirit bomb? Like you see him every episode. It was just like, so he has not thrown that spirit bomb yet, and he's still trying to form it. After that, I was like, I'm done with Dragon Ball, man. I'm not gonna sit here and watch 20 episodes for you to form a spirit bomb, then throw it and try to. I'm like, I'm done, man. I'm done. It was good, but I was just like, eh.
A lot of filler. They have a lot of filler.
Too many.
Dude, they're like, yo, it's sort of like the one that I watched. They had to do some like Pacific Rim. What is it? Stream or I forget what they call it. They had to merge.
The dance. Yeah, the little dance.
Yeah.
And they kind of.
I was like,
that way. Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I think I'll start my hero, especially I'm gonna be. Oh,
you'll love it,
guys. Make sure y'all catch Everyday Collector. Collectors Club with Everyday Collector Fridays at 11 p.m. I was about to say I wish I could be there. I'm not gonna be able to be there this weekend because I am traveling, and when I'm traveling, that's why I'm asking you guys about the anime because I'm gonna be on my iPad with my earbuds on, just probably watching something. I'll be in a car, or I don't know, John, what you're gonna be doing. If you don't mind, I probably just hop in, but I don't want road noise and stuff to be because it's gonna be another long drive where my wife is driving halfway, and so I could just hop on the other half.
Sounds good. Yeah. If you can do that, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'd probably definitely be able to do that. At least for us, I just got to time it so my part of the drive is when you're not on, and then switch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so where could John want to leave these people some wise words, and where could they find you and what you're doing next? If you got any new videos that you did recently, I know you got some hot shirts cooking.
Yeah, we did some t-shirts on TeePublic. Friday we got Club, which is fun. We'll catch some of the news and do another trivia, which everyone seems to have fun with. And just dropped Speaker's Corner with Back Kid Voodoo. Next is going to be Gotham Cinnabites, our guy Terry. That's going to go up probably early next week. I'll try to squeeze it in this week. But yeah, check out the channel, guys. And we always have these guys on, and it's always a good time.
That's what's up. Thank you for joining us today,
of course, man.
John.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Art Statue Collector, guys. Y'all know this guy. He's an up-and-comer. You guys should definitely watch his channel. But now, on the real, we did an episode where I think it was me, Rashid, Art Statue Collector, and it was a Hulkbuster. So it's good to see some alternatives. Hulkbusters. Definitely catch Art Statue Collector. It went off the rails towards the middle and end of that show, but
yeah, he's doing one tonight.
Yeah, I was enjoying that.
It went off the rails, but definitely check that out. It was fun. I know you put up a poll, Art, but you already know my opinion. XM1's still the best. Just saying. Darth RASHEEEEEEEED, where could people catch you guys at next? What do you want to leave the people with?
Not on Facebook because I'm in Facebook jail.
Again? What did you do this time?
Some shit I was watching and the guy was getting bullied, and I just typed knock him out, and they said I was inciting violence. They said you inciting violence and bullying.
I bet you, as soon as you said that, somebody said report.
I'm just happy you didn't talk about hoes again.
No, I thought they give you a thing where you can delete your comment. You understand what I'm saying? Give you a chance to delete your comment. But, no, somebody was bullying the kid. So I was like, stop letting him do that. Knock him out.
This was a live?
No, that was a live. But, no, it was a live stream. Something live.
Yeah, it had to be live. Yeah.
But,
okay.
but it was old, though, after a while. Like, somebody took a man's motorcycle keys, and he walked away. And the guy's being nice. He's like, yo, can you just give me my motorcycle?
Oh, I saw that.
Right, and the guy stopped him in the street. So the guy was like, yo, I'm going to call the cops on you. Can you give me back my motorcycle keys? And the guy was being an asshole. Like, he was like, you can't be on this road. He said, you don't own this road. So the guy wouldn't give him back his motorcycle keys. And I was like, yo, if that was my keys, I'm getting back my shit. So I just said, I got into my shit. I said, man, what are you following it for? Knock him out.
Don't you know we don't have freedom of speech, Rasheed?
And they put that I was inciting violence and shit. You know what I'm saying?
CC3PO said, Rashid, you got to say something vague like, hand out naps.
I'm not articulate like that, Steve. I just say it straight up.
Yo, I wonder if CC, I wonder if CC be in the chat too. She'd be like, you know what?
CC's the one that reported him.
Look, but Crip, when I'm watching the video, I'm like this. I'm like, what? Yo, knock him out.
She thought he was watching a Tyson fight.
In a couple of seconds, it goes 29 days. You can't participate in no. Come on, man.
29 days?
29.
God damn. No wonder Facebook has been quiet lately. Listen, let me tell you something.
How does that work? You can't see anything, or what? How does that work?
I can't answer. So if any bitch ass want to say something about me, I can't even answer.
You can't comment anywhere?
No, on my page I can't, but I can't say nothing on the group. I can't post nothing on no groups or nothing.
So if I put up a picture of you, you can't say shit? Oh boy, let's do it.
So yeah.
I'm gonna go on my sister's page and then be her.
Yo, sister, give me your password.
Your sister's going to jail.
Give me your password.
You gotta tell him like, hey, knock him into the multiverse, man.
Yo, Rashid gonna get his whole family locked up in Facebook.
They're gonna look at his friends list.
Friday night, you already know the theme song is gonna be Akon's Locked Up.
I told you that your man had blocked me on YouTube, so I went and got my nephew's account on YouTube, and I said, I said, you're a scam artist. I said, you're a little like scam artist, and of course he blocks my nephew. I can't Your
nephew don't know, no problem.
So I got 29 days in jail, and I just came out of goddamn jail a while ago. You know what I'm saying?
Locked up, can't let me out.
Yeah.
But
you're on their list.
I honestly, I think they got, seriously, I really think they got me on a list and say, watch what he says.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, Zuckerberg wakes up in the morning watching Rasheed.
You just see all of the monitors of different Rashid streams everywhere, and he just with his coffee and his bagel, like
tracking you,
waiting.
Look what he's saying now. Can we put him in jail for this?
Because you know why? People be saying stuff. People, like I've argued with people over hip hop and this thing and that thing, and I'm going at people with that and stuff. And I'm like I'm going. I've been saying I said some crazy things. But I said, sometimes I do know how to word it nicely, where it looks disrespectful. But that one, I felt the guy was wrong. Like imagine somebody come and take your car keys and says, "No, you should have been driving your car on this side. I'm walking in the house with your car keys." Knock him out. You know what I'm saying?
And this, folks, is why I'm not even on Facebook, so I don't even get the temptations.
Yeah, especially the way he did it. He blocked him with his body. He did a body block.
Critical mass. Am I lying? He stopped the guy motorcycle coming through the road. He gets in the front of the motorcycle, stops him bare, and says, "Get up." No, and then he goes like this: "I'm taking your key." And then the man goes, "Listen, let me give me back my motorcycle key." He says, "I'm going to call the cops on you." But you could tell the guy's not like that, and he's like, "Yo, please just give me my motorcycle key." The man walks in his house with his own motorcycle key, leaves his bike.
Who's recording this though?
He has a
the
like GoPro on his motorcycle helmet.
My question is, does anybody work anymore?
I do.
Yeah, they work. They worked enough to put my black ass in jail.
The algorithm got you. They got the AI taking care of you, Rashid. It's just like they
got the FBI on your ass, man.
Yo, I just got out of jail last week, and they said
Facebook jail. We don't want people to think that.
You tasted that freedom. He broke parole.
When I saw that 29 days, I said, "You mother f!" Yo, I was just cursing my house. I was like, "Yo, you did it to me. You just threw me out of jail. Now you put me back in jail."
Appeal it. Get your lawyer and appeal it.
Shut the fuck up.
Facebook lawyer.
Sound like an oppressed brother, man. I just got out. Put me back.
Was it
my plaintiff? My
the defendant.
I can't say nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. And it just come on, man.
Well, you're telling someone to knock him out. How about if you knocked him out and killed him? Who's responsible? You are.
This is why though, like
metaphorically, knock him out.
Like
a rap artist.
I'm barely on Facebook, and that's why I apologize because I know a lot of people that hit me up. some of you guys, I just got to give my real number to because it's like the Rashid knows. It's just like I'm not on there a lot.
Never pay attention to Messenger, man.
I got to pay more attention. But when it's off, it's off, right? So I just got to.
Shane, Rashid, and me, we be in there just chopping it up. Crickets.
I was like, and then I'll catch a conversation 2 days later, and I'm like, oh, this is.
So that's 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Also, it's not just me, CriPPleR. I hit you up in the morning, man. I get a response at like now. I'm like, yo, this dude
No, he
ignoring
does it to everybody. Trust me.
I do not discriminate with my lack of Facebook. It's
while we
everyone.
recording, I'll text him, yo, CriPPleR, let's cut it short. Go to the next topic. And I'm looking, he's not looking. He's still talking on the same goddamn topic. What the fuck, man?
And then it's just, and then when you say it on stream, like, yo, check your Facebook, then I'll be like, bring it up, and then I'll see like messages from like, I was like, oh shit, these people gonna think I'm ignoring. I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm just not on it. Because like before I got into the statue stuff, I hated Facebook. Like, not because of the best part about Facebook is you guys, and but it was like, I'm never on it because everybody just want to put their beliefs on everybody else. And they arguing over shit like that. So I'm just like, never on it. But then no, I gotta find a way to do better. Also, what happens with me is like when I'm in the zone and I have to focus, I'm easily distracted. So like if I have it up, I'm never gonna finish what I'm doing, what I have to do, because every 5 minutes I'm just gonna be checking and then checking and then get in the car. And like for this, I'm like, I just gotta get through this. And then the time I get on it, it's like, oh man, I'm so many missing. But anyway, that's just me. I'll try and do better.
Say, yeah, just I think Sick is gonna be on tomorrow, and
Sick Magic Collectibles.
John is on Fridays. Jeopardy's always fun when I can do it.
Yeah.
I have a job, and he acts like I don't have a job after that.
You know what sucks though is just that how they profile you on that show.
How they profile me? Oh yeah. It's racial.
You know,
we're racial.
You can't have that knowledge. Everything is Google. You just can't be a smart brother, Rashi.
He calls you Rashu.
Google.
They get mad. They get mad at me because I'm able to answer some questions, and I'm like fuck.
Yo, when you're answering questions in Japanese, man, we got some.
Suck ass.
That fool said, "What is correct?"
Rashid's the man of the world.
It'll be fun. It's always fun with you guys.
Oh man,
but,
awesome.
Just like I said, if anybody want to come on the show, just come on the show. We like it. We like just having multiple people on a panel and stuff like that. You know. So.
Yep. Next week we'll have a match. Next week we'll cast somebody. I know. Critical Mass wants to cast Squirrel Girl. Already, I gotta check with Shade and Rashid to see if that's what they want to do because
F Squirrel Girl. Who the hell?
That's what I think about. That's why it says like, yo, I'll consult with the panel.
I'm just happy.
Hey, take a vote.
I'm just happy my girl got a job. Christina got a job and shit.
Oh, that's true.
Yo, Shane was
Methany.
Shane was mad as fuck, man.
Shane was mad. I'm still mad. Her and her best.
He's like, we're putting.
If she wins, I'm not doing this shit ever fucking again.
She happy too because she thanking Rasheed behind the scenes. So how grateful she is.
I like who's that said that Rashid? She got the black belt material of Rashid now.
Yo, no, like Critical Mass. If you see the Constructive Outrage chat too, just be like, we're putting our effort into this, and he just went with these tough Instagram posts.
Oh, and you know what? The bad thing, CriPPleR. The bad thing about that week, he didn't even submit anything. You just submitted this stuff but just by being just joking.
That's not
and
true.
he won.
No. Critical Mass, because I said I was working, and I told him I put Christina up, and I said, CriPPleR, put her up.
Christina's always up.
No, I'm talking about Methany. I'm talking about Methany.
Methany was not supposed to win.
I won twice. The funny thing about it was CriPPleR was like, hold on, it don't look good. Look like Christine may win. And Shane was like, if she fucking wins,
I'm not doing this ever
I'm
again.
out.
Yo, but no, because
I don't want to just stay on just X-Men. Like we got to pick like a certain person. Like I feel like I think we did Dazzler. I think what's the name pick for Dazzler?
yeah, we did Witchblade last one we did, but I don't know if you guys want to go to doing different teams.
Starfire. I think we should do Starfire.
Starfire.
I already got
Starfire.
That's why I gave you the picture of my Starfire.
What about Black Widow?
Black Widow? Nah, because we got Black Widow already.
I will get the most.
Everybody's happy
I will
with
get the
Scarlet?
most Russian woman I could find, like, because that's so not Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. She's Black Widow, man.
Get somebody from the Czech Republic.
Oh yeah! If you guys want to see us cast anybody, let us know. And CC, we are gonna do some males too. We've been talking about it because we do got like at least
Superman.
Let me tell you something.
CC, who's your favorite superhero? Male superhero.
My sister was like, I watched your show.
CC want to see, man. She got to come on the show and submit her pictures.
There you go, CC. Let me know when you're available.
It's a trap.
Let us know when you're available, and we will schedule
And who's your favorite
it.
superhero male, CC?
Yeah.
Batman.
Let CC pick whatever male she wants to do casting, and she has to submit pictures. Because I'm not looking at no man body this tell.
You can't look
But
up that.
see?
They look at a
See?
search history. Are you kidding? They'll freaking.
But who's looking at dudes like that? I'm just looking at the actor. I'm not looking at like shirtless dudes. If you do,
It's
you
like
do.
a
I'm not
movie.
judging anyone.
You can't.
I'm just saying, like, this dude would be.
Tell you why. That's why we picking the females, and she's supposed to get. We got to get another female on here. We got to get another female to do.
We definitely want some representation.
We need some more females to come on the show.
We need that energy.
Batman.
Man. So we're not doing no male until she comes on here and brings her pictures, and she can do. You know what? You let her do. Let her do Bruce Wayne. How about that?
She said her favorite is Batman.
There we go.
There you go. Bruce Wayne. Do Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne. Yeah, we'll cast. When you're ready to come on, give me a date, CC, and we'll cast Bruce
Wayne's
Wayne.
right here, buddy. You got Bruce Wayne on the panel.
Oh, there he goes.
Right here.
There we go. Everyday collector.
That's it.
Six pack.
I'm Batman.
Six pack. Batman doesn't have no six pack.
Okay, here's 3 lines I need you to say. First one is, I'm vengeance.
Rachel.
Oh, okay, that wasn't the line, but
That
he
wasn't the line,
doesn't take
but
instructions.
I like it. He improv it.
Said Buck had enough female energy.
Let me hear you say Joker.
I'm vengeance.
Oh, ooh,
Joker.
I kind of got chills right there. I need you to
Joker.
say one more thing. Just be like this.
Martha.
We want more,
Can you say the
Joker.
line, Martha?
we want more people
Martha.
on the show.
The line is Martha.
Let's bring some more females on the show.
Martha.
They pay well here, guys. Come visit. They pay
Yeah,
well.
and that's the thing. Like we don't even want to bring girls just to do a check, but we want some. Like we know there's some they out there that they collect, and a lot of them are just sort of like think it's super male dominated. But if you guys want to join us, kick it, bring that energy, we'll be happy to have you guys.
Super chats in, please.
No, don't be sending super chats. No.
Shut up, man.
The super chats go to Queens Boulevard on Avon. If you go in them to me, they go to Jersey, Newark. It's
They'll
in
send
Brick
them
City.
their PayPal.
Go to Avon
Sheets
Avenue.
PayPal.
There's a
And
mailbox.
if they come to
On the
me-
mailbox leg, there's an indent with a paper bag. Put the super chat in the paper bag. Knock 3 times, and my homie will come out and get it. How do you want your super chat?
That's how we do it out
If they
there,
come
man.
to me, you got to go to Crenshaw and Vernon
There's no
by the mailbox.
there's no shame in our
In
game.
the hood.
We're not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, thank you." No, we want them super chats. We
That dude sitting on the crate, man, he'll come collect.
Yo,
Yeah.
all
I
super
want you to
chat. All
put it in the
super
crate
chats.
where Lil Pookie got
Just
shot.
give Rashid a big purple hat and a cane, and we'll be all fucking set for super chat.
All super chats go to Rashid because I don't want none of y'all money. I said it.
and
Get
I
out
want,
there and
If
work
you
those
get
streets.
money-
we got to get back
I'll
to
just
the
decide.
matches and stuff. We want more matches, man. You know, but
Yeah, we'll have one. We'll have one next week, and then
anybody want to come on the show, please just come on the show. We like guests on the show. It's fun, and You know,
We love guests on the show.
not too many people. I don't think have we been doing too many people been talking
Like-
about statues.
Like, welcome back, FBJ.
It's been a little
Yeah, I
quiet.
was talking about like I went looking for pictures.
So
Dude, I went looking for pictures and like there's I was telling John, I was like, there's not much out there that is new, and I think it's because a lot of companies are just already showed what they got and they just execute and they bring it to market.
Has
And
So, what you got?
Queen Studios been dropping anything?
no.
Queen Studios hasn't been dropping anything for like
At
They've
all.
just been
They haven't
announcing
dropped anything since last year. I know because
previous
I'm still
releases.
waiting.
that's a different problem. You need to call Todd and be like, yo, Todd, can you tell these fools that send me your shit? Send your shit so he can send you his shit.
Yeah. I don't blame Todd for this.
I'm just saying that, you've been very patient, so I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
gotta work something out there. I know you really want it, so
I really
that's
want
why you wait.
What piece is it?
The Scarlet Witch, Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow,
Oh, you want that
the
piece?
black version.
He's been
You
wanting
still haven't gotten that
forever.
piece? God damn.
Oh, you want the black version?
It was paid off in December.
Jesus Christ.
The one with the Megan Good likeness on it, the black version. That's
The black
I
version.
see a lot of people doing reviews on the Batman Who Laughs on Throne. I don't see too many people doing that.
No, that's been quiet, that one.
Why is that? I always wanted that. I thought that was going to be a big thing at one point.
No, that I think you and did you end up getting it?
Nah, I didn't get it. I canceled it. I got the War Tank. I thought the War Tank was more better.
I personally think that was the move.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. For Critical Mass, Collector's Corner tomorrow, 8:30
Yes,
p.m.
I'll be hanging out with the sick one.
There it is. I know he's gonna do Alita, Battle Angel.
oh, nice.
Review.
Yeah, you got that piece in. It's looking good too.
There it is. There it is. Make sure you guys check that out if you're interested. Want to see how it is. Awesome. FBJ, I appreciate you stopping by. Where could the fine folks catch you next?
So people, I crashed tonight. So ever since before my last appearance, I tried to get in at least 3 or 4 times, and then he finally let me through because I found a link from a third-party site, and then I finally got on Constructive
Here?
Outrage.
No, I
Here,
gave it to
man.
you. That link didn't work?
I'm joking.
Oh,
Yeah,
man. I'm just like, yo.
You had to go through another VPN.
Third-party
no.
site, man.
You had to
You
go
don't
through
have- you
another
don't have to-
VPN.
It's
No,
the
I'm-
anime,
I-
FBJ.
I'm
it's the
sorry if
anime.
the Jupiter Cock protocols blocked you. It was not meant for you.
Wow.
Those
See,
are- those-
you know. But
those are mad.
yeah, thank you for inviting me tonight, man. I appreciate it.
Always,
you can-
always a pleasure to have you, brother.
Yeah, thank you, man. You can find me wherever I'm invited. So if I'm invited,
There you go.
I'm on. If not, I'm with the people chilling and just joking around, man.
You can come on. You can come on the show anytime, man. Anytime.
Yep.
Just
I'll
we-
I
start
tried to
sending-
come up
I'll
3
send it-
times, man. You ain't let me in, man. Give me the wrong. Nah,
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to.
No. Oh, shit, I'll tell you about why. I'll
Yeah.
tell you later, man. I'm not, you know what I mean? This is what I'll talk to you about it later.
Sure, you got to advertise us wherever you at too, man.
Yo, you can catch
Nah,
FBJ at Cars Jr.
I'm anywhere I'm invited.
And Carl Jr. in the booth to the right in the back
Cars Jr. Catch him in the bathrooms there, chilling.
with the famous
Yeah,
star.
you can find me on Constructive Outrage.
There
You
you
can find
go.
me on Chase and Collects. You can find me on Godlike
Shout out to
Studios,
the homie
Godlike
Chasing.
Statues.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Godlike Statues.
Yeah, and Pin Collectibles.
What
So
happened to Dildo King, man? What happened to him?
Shout out to the Dildo King Toshi, my homie.
Dildo King. Whoop whoop.
Mhm.
yeah, man.
He said, whoa, whoa. All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all can catch
Shout
me
out.
in Faerun over there in Boulder Gates, chilling with the homie, getting it on with demons, you know what I mean? Letting those angels
Yeah.
know what's up. Catch me messing
Yeah.
with the homies, the halflings, the dwarfs, the gnomes, the drow. Just putting in work there. Yo, Jesse Hernandez is coming to PlayStation 5 September 6th. So let me know if you're going to cop that. Then you can join our campaign. Other than that, I might be on Collector Club, one of the finest clubs in the industry. Mobilely this Friday. And yeah, shout out to all of the other homies. Make sure y'all catch CMP Tuesdays, 9 p. Well, no, his is 8 p.m. He's an early
p.m.,
bird.
yeah.
CMP, 8 p.m. Tuesdays. Homie Adam, always putting on a good show with Shane on Sundays, 12 p.m. EST. Collectors Enabled with the doctor. Make sure y'all go show them some love too. And on that note, Arrivederci, is that a word? Is that something
it's
right?
Italian,
Is that's in context?
Gorlami.
Bye. All right, peeps. Catch y'all on the next one.
3, 2, 1, fire.